Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pinnacle Cup. We have got a great game on our hands here between HAVU and Copenhagen Flames here in the Swiss stage, and a massive game for both of these teams. We know we got your Bays here once again as well. Of course, we got the Copenhagen Flames stand right here alongside me. How are you feeling today, brother?
I'm feeling good, man. On the paper, some people might write off Copenhagen Flames in this series, right? I'm just gonna come out the gate saying that, but I also want to keep fresh in everybody's minds that while they weren't able to beat them and take the win in the end, I'd say they put up an okay fight against Entropic, better than some people may have expected, right? Going down 1-2 in the series. I feel like with how Copenhagen Flames are looking right now, they could really come out of the gate and take down any rival that they're put in front of, and HAVU, I feel like, is one of them.
I mean, we're getting a look at the table right now as it stands here in the Swiss stage of the Pinnacle Cup. Of course, all of these teams have only played one game so far. Of course, the Swiss stage began yesterday, so we've got all the 1-0 records or the day before, but regardless, we can see 1-0, 0-1, all the teams who lost their opening games and won their opening games. Of course, both of these teams we have here today lost their opening matches, as you said, and we saw Copenhagen Flames have a good game against Entropic. Tough opposition, right? So it's like, it's not the worst thing in the world to end up losing out to them, but I believe they actually lost to Copenhagen Flames as well in the to Endpoint, in the Pinnacle Cup. And we're actually getting a look at the HAVU roster right now. They lost to MIBR to get to this point. Of course, Ariel, Slowy, Zori, and X7, the quartet, the standard core in this team. And then, of course, Disturbed, the coach, who's forming part of the roster at the moment because they're looking for their fifth player.
Yeah, I feel like we're looking at a really weak and kind of damaged HAVU right now, right? I mean, if you look on paper, HAVU, it's one of those teams that's been in the top 30 for quite some time. They're no new kids to the block, so to speak, right? And they've pulled some
Absolutely.
upsets in their day, but I mean, I just feel I feel so bad for these guys because, as you said, Ariel, X7, they're two players on this roster. They've been together for a very, very long time. Very good players, not even just in their region, but in the scene in general. And I feel like missing that one leg, it's just really unfortunate for an event like Pinnacle or for like Pinnacle Cup II, where there's such a big prize pool. Where I feel like
Yeah.
there's a good bit on the line. It's just unfortunate to see it.
I mean, it's one of those transitional stages. It's one of those things that they're going to have to work out, right? And it's something that they're going to have to, discover how they're going to resolve the issue. They're currently on the lookout for a fifth. So, I mean, it's going to be tough for them, as you say. Let's have a look at the Copenhagen Flames roster, and we can see the players on that team that will be competing here today. Now, these guys have been a team for a while now. Everything's starting to come together under the leadership of Hooksy. Of course, Roy, the experienced player in this team. He can be explosive as well. You've got Siphon and Yabi, the two 17-year-olds, and then Nico Dodge with his AWP. Always has an impact in the series he takes part in.
Yeah, I mean, Nico does every time we've seen him, right? That man is topping the scoreboard, getting huge clutches, huge plays, no doubt in my mind. But I mean, I'm not going to say anything against you. For this roster, I can't really put emphasis on one player. Everybody on that roster has had their star performance, can be a star performer, can be that factor that they need. Now, coming into the veto, I don't know if it's going to matter all that much, quite frankly, right? I mean, these teams, they play both of the same maps. So when it comes down to a basis of we both play these maps, we both got about the same experience on it. It's just one team's got an entire roster. The other team doesn't necessarily have that. So, I mean, quite frankly, coming into this, I got to predict a 2-0 in the favor of Copenhagen Flames. You can say it's because I'm biased, but I mean, I think in reality, it's just the more feasible outlook, right? Again, it's that coach coming in, haven't found the stability. So until they find that fifth, I don't know if I can give them too much of a benefit of a doubt.
Having a look at the maps, yeah, we got Mirage picked by HAVU, Nuke picked by Copenhagen Flames, and then Overpass will be the decider. So Nuke and Overpass, immediately I'm drawn to Copenhagen Flames there. Mirage is actually a map that they haven't been very convincing on though recently, and they've played it 16 times. They only have a 25% win rate on the map, so that could be a good opportunity for HAVU to get a one-up on the series here over Copenhagen Flames and maybe put them on a bit of pressure. Perhaps that's a win condition there, and is that HAVU have to win on Mirage if they're going to be standing any chance in the series. The old HAVU roster, I say the old HAVU, like a few months ago when they had their proper core 5 and they were, as you were saying, like, consistently at the higher end of that top 30. Nuke was one of their best maps, man. Like, so this team they have what it takes to be competitive on Nuke. They've fallen off a little bit in recent times, but they're still a force to be reckoned with on the map. So HAVU, I mean, as you've said, like, they're going to be struggling here because they're playing with their coach, but this is not new for them. Like, they've been in the situation for a while now, for a couple of weeks, so they'll at least be accustomed to this. It's not like it's a once-off game or a once-off series type of thing. The coach will be used to playing at this point, so hopefully we'll have a competitive game on our hands here between these two teams. The one thing I want to ask you, Ant, is How do HAVU go about this as a team, considering that their coach is a part of the core five right now? How much progress can they actually make as a team until they've got that fifth player in the team? And they're going to have to play a bit of catch up once they bring that extra player in. So, are they stagnating while they look for that fifth? Are they still trying to drive the team forward and then slot him in? What can the mindset be here?
So what I feel like the mindset right now for HAVU is, right, that core of four, that is their core. They know that's who they're going to be playing with. That
Yeah.
coach, he's probably just a role filler. For example, let's say, I'm pretty sure they have one, but let's say they don't have an opper, right? That's what the coach is going to be doing. Even if he doesn't do it well, they're just kind of slotting him into that role so they can adapt themselves to what the remainder of that roster can do. So it doesn't really surprise me to see a pick like Mirage, as you said, not very convincing in the past for the Copenhagen Flames. And it's a map that everybody kind of has that core understanding of. So coming into the map, I mean, I don't know. Who knows? They could take this one, but as you said, it will definitely be a win condition.
Let's see how it's going to end up playing out. We can see the Pinnacle betting odds from the get-go here favoring the side of Copenhagen Flames with 1.64. HAVU on the T side, they've got quite a lot of util here, and full flash is a smoke grenade as well, and it looks like they're grouping up towards the back of apartment.
An old-fashioned B hit, but Roy, he's not going to let too much go far, and in fact, he's going to slow down this stage. Down slow, he hooks you over towards B, going to open that up sight. Now HAVU in the 3v5, drop the 2v5 as it looks like they're just going to drag there for a second. They were going to play that retake setup, let him have the bomb safe, but no. After that extra kill comes in, it looks like it's just going to be a complete mop-up from the side of Copenhagen Flames. It's up to disturb the coach himself, and Roy says no. Copenhagen Flames exceed to a quick 1-0 lead.
What a nice way for them to kick off the map here as well, right, Ant? I mean, winning the pistol round, just absolutely ideal here on HAVU's map as well. And as I said, Copenhagen Flames, they've been playing Mirage quite frequently in the past 3 months, but they haven't had great results on it. But that still does mean that they've got some experience on the map, right? Like, yes, they haven't always been able to make ends meet. They've had some close losses as well, which is always important to keep in mind. But yeah, this is a good map pull for Copenhagen Flames, I suppose. Even though, they've struggled on Mirage, they still have what it takes to be good on the map.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully it's an eco, so I guess we can break it that way. No, it's not an eco. Looking quickly back, I saw the Deagles. There's a force buy from them. 5 smokes, 5 Deagles, and 5 players with armor. This is a very weird buy. I mean, usually in a situation like this, maybe you see a P250, maybe you see Z, get a little more in the util channel. That just being a couple of flashbangs. But I mean, this time around, it's kind of weird. And well, let's see what HAVU have up their sleeves, because I don't know if they're going to be able to do too much. And Roy catches him with his back turn slowly. Not going to be clearing catwalk. That could have been a free kill for him, but Roy, thankfully, he's going to stay alive to pick up a second. Now 3 versus 5. They're going to give up mid control. Forfeited over to the side of HAVU, who still seem to be unsuccessful on the opening rounds of this T side. Maybe they're going to regroup. We see those 2 players ditching over towards the A ramp side in favor of Zori in middle and all of his positioning that he's found, but now he'll back out himself as well. With the remaining 2 smokes, it looks like they may be gearing up for a B take. Now, for a second, I thought we were going to see some fast smokes, maybe some miscommunications on that T side. We saw Disturbed still continuing the feet towards the B apartments. Roy tagged down to 28. Still alive, but not by a very big margin. Popping out the vents, his team just trying to let him get away. Nico does in connector, tucked in the corner. They've got 35 seconds to go, and if this bomb gets caught out on the back of Disturbed, well, then thing might turn from bad to worse. Give it 28 seconds now. They don't have the bomb. They don't have players. They don't have too much to work with, and Nico does keep shutting them down. 1 versus 5 for X7. One of the core players of this roster for some time, and one of the very experienced players around the block. Nothing but a Deagle and armor in his hand. I don't think he's got very much to do. With 10 seconds to do it, Copenhagen Flames, it looks like it's nothing but time to lock them into a second round. And now, Pinnacle odds, I mean, coming into this game, they favor the Copenhagen Flames, and quite frankly, I don't know if they're going to shift very much. It's unfortunate that, again, I keep saying it, I feel like I'm just a broken record at this point, but I mean, it's just so unfortunate that HAVU have to play with their coach, right? You could see, and you probably see throughout this game, HAVU, they've got some really good players, but without that 5th, you might say, it's just 1 player. What's the big possibility? 1 player can make the biggest of differences, and now it's just going to be an A take. Pretty default stuff here from the HAVU squad. Can't get too complex with it. Well, Yabby, complexion is not what you need, or rather is what you need when you're trying to deal with him. He's going to pick up 4, 3 on the FAMAS, 1 on the Deagle, and Copenhagen Flames another quick round. 3-0 as we head into the first rifle round finally. Yep. 3-0. Copenhagen Flames, this is the real test for them to see what they can do here on their defensive side of Mirage with a couple of Hamas's, the M4, the AUG. It's pretty much just a bonus round, and considering they kept all 5 men alive for the past 2, things could get a little scary here, but Roy shuts them down after the opening pick goes the way of HAVU. He's going to find 2-1 catwalk now into the 3v4 we swing. With a little bit of weaponry down on the ground.
Good timing to make it back, yeah, Ant. Apologies about that, guys. My PC decided it was a good opportunity to restart. But yeah, as I say, good timing to make it back because we're in the gun round. HAVU 3-0 down right now. They're down a player in the round right now as well. At least been able to take some mid control. But look at Roy, how aggressive he's getting right now, and he will miss the timing on Disturbed. So there we go, HAVU. They level up the numbers once again, and they start to take some really important control here, and they've got that player through into jungle. X7 gives them some options now, and you can see with a minute left on the clock, they recognize they have options available.
Yeah, and I like what Copenhagen Flames are doing here, though, right? In that response to Nico getting all the way in towards the A Palace, he's just going to tell both of his teammates to start that B rotation. Zyphon go in there to support the IGL of Huxi on the FAMAS. The question is, how are they going to be able to defend? It will be a seemingly 2v3 as soon as this man comes in from the flank in jungle. X7, not going to be the one we're looking at right now. It's Disturbed falling. The coach can't do it. Can Zori? Most certainly can, but very slim margins.
Oh, man.
Will find the kill, but traded out by Zyphon to put it in a 1v2.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because X7 was really hoping that his teammates were going to be able to win that fight and get themselves onto the site, and now he's given his position away as well as he takes that fight. And it leaves him in a very tough 1 versus 2 with only 20 seconds left on the clock. And look at the angle being held here by Zyphon as well. Very intelligent angle. X7 has no time here. He has to just charge straight into the bomb site. Spotted out 1, but there's just still no time for him to get anything further done here. So yeah, he's going to commit to saving the AK. Copenhagen Flames got 4-0. So like I said, apologies, guys. Just had a disconnect there from my side, but I'm back and everything is good. And did I miss out on anything important?
No. I mean, both of the rounds you missed are just complete sweep, 5-0 in the favor of Copenhagen Flames. But I mean, because that happened, right? I mean, some people in the chat, some people at home might say, okay, well, 2 men only left alive for Copenhagen Flames, HAVU. They can recover from that. Guys, that was a bonus round. 3 FAMAS's. I mean, Copenhagen Flames, the money. Look at it. Zyphon's got $8 grand. Nico the Opper's got the same. This is just huge so far from the defense.
Oh, yeah, no, like you said, that's a bonus round, man. That's such a tough round for them to lose. Oh, my God. Okay, I mean, they're going to essentially force back in response here because X7 saved that AK in the previous round. What's the play going to be here, though? I mean, it just looks like they're going to take contact in towards the B bomb site. They got a lot of util to work with. Bit of a disjointed buy here, though, Ant.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird one. Couple of Tech 9s and AKs on what should be the heroes of the round, but it's Slowy who's the initial hero, taking down the Opera of Nico does. He dances with the devil and comes out on top to open things up for the side of HAVU, who now look to re-question where they want to go. They were all 4 in towards the B apartments there for a second, but as soon as Slowy finds that kill and picks up the op in middle, he's like, hey, we have a weekend A bomb site, and that's exactly where they're going to pounce upon it. Zyphon and Yabi, how can they respond so far? Fairly well. Because alongside them, they're going to pick up one apiece.
Yeah, really big kills there just across the map. It just shuts HAVU down because the only players remaining are all going to be coming through A ramp right now. Yabi, he's just farming them, man. 3 kills for him in the round. He's finally been taken down. It's Zori to pick up the pieces here for HAVU. As he edges his way forward, of course, the information's there for Copenhagen Flames as well. None of them taking direct fights here, and textbook Counter-Strike coming through from the Danes right now. Zori, he feels compelled to force the issue here, but Zyphon won't give him that fight that he's so desperately looking for. Finally, Zori will be able to get the bomb plant because he forced Zyphon back, so good decision-making here from the Finn. And he's going to try and get back to post-plant position, but Huxi, I mean, he's just got him here dead to rights. Oh, no. Zori, okay. Actually noticed his Huxi at the last second, and he took him down. Now he's trying to force the fight with his death player. He's taken Roy down. It's onto Zyphon now to try and clutch the situation out. He's taking some damage. Zori's taking this round as deep as he possibly can right now, and he'll actually connect on the shots as well. What a 1 versus 3 coming out through from Zori, man. He just isolates each and every one of those duels and wins out the 1 versus 1s.
That was a huge play from Zori. As you said, no discredit to him. Copenhagen Flames, though, they played that so poorly, right? You can see.
They were playing it well.
Huxi.
No, I mean, initially, like, before that, then they played poorly. Like, they were doing everything right by not giving him the fights.
Yeah.
And then they just give him 1 versus 1 after 1v1, so I completely agree with you.
It was so, I mean, as they did play it right? They give him no room to work with, right?
Exactly.
They do give him room to work with. They know it's a 1v3, but then they just don't play the post play together. They give him everything he wants, and that's where you see HAVU finally on the board, and it doesn't look like they'll be slowing down, because Roy is going to hit the dust 5v4 early into the round.
Oh, what a way for HAVU to get on the board, man. That's going to be inspiring as well. Zori the AWP here for HAVU taking charge. Disturbed. He's taking Yabby down as well, so things going really nicely right now for HAVU.
Yeah.
What's the
And
cash like? Not much of it there for Copenhagen Flames, and sorry, just to get it in there, that if they lose this round, they're going to have to eco.
So they honestly might just consider saving now. We can see Zyphon's completely vacating that A bomb site, and if it's kind of a gamble stack situation, right? They go B, cool. We can try to defend. They go, okay, nope. Nikodas, you might just tell your boys to save, right? Get that AWP on catwalk and run for the hills. Yeah, Zyphon, Nuke, they're playing together. They're letting him have the second. HAVU off of the back of a back-breaking 1v3 clutch will lock in a second. Copenhagen Flames found scratching their heads.
Yeah, just off some nice shots, right? Like Slowy just taking some fights in towards middle. Finds himself a couple kills, disturbed with that one in Palace, and that just kind of unlocks the round. It's not like Copenhagen Flames stood much of a chance there to muster a defense because, as I say, they just got picked apart before they could even make that happen. So now they have no choice but to save here on the remaining players. Probably going to force up around these weapons if they can keep both of them. I reckon Nico Dodge is sweating a little bit right now, and he's like, Hooksy, just keep that gun alive. I want that gun next round. Oh no, and it's not looking likely. There's the HE grenade. Nope. Hooksy gets taken down. Oh, Slowy. Dirty. He gets himself the quad kill, man. Oh, that's just, and all of those are such high impact frags as well, right? Like the initial two are what essentially unlocked the round, and then the final two to stop them from saving any guns.
Yeah, that was huge from Slowy, right? I mean, they're a little low in the sense of morale maybe with the coach in, but it looks like he is not low in the kill feed, finding, as you said, 4 huge kills, the nade to finish off Hooksy, and he just picks apart that apartment set up by himself. I mean, you could see the crunch was coming in. They were ready for it. They had all the information necessary, but all it takes is one player to completely dismantle it, it seems. And, well, the question is, how will Copenhagen Flames be able to respond? After this eco, sure, obviously this should be just the third round dead to rights, but being able to reset, change up your game plan, and overcome what was a pretty ugly couple of rounds is really what decides, or rather separates, those high-tier teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, Ariel, just taking names in the round. Just some nice shooting coming out of him. I mean, it feels like HAVU are starting to shift a bit into gear here, and I don't know what you think. Just feels like they're starting to play their game now. Playing as a unit, just looking a little bit more compelling right now. Aim is looking crisp as well. 4-3, we have a contest on our hands here between these two teams right now, man. And I really like the way that HAVU are playing with their coach as well. You can see they're thinking about it, right? Like, he's doing a lot of the entry work, taking charge, allowing his teammates to trade him, doing some of the dirty jobs as well, like just watching it for the A-ramp or Palace push. You know, not like you're doing too much at that. You're just running from spawn a couple meters and then you're holding 2 angles. You know, so I think they're being smart. They're being intelligent right now with the way that they're using their coach in the setup.
Now, well, here's where the men are separated from the boys, right? This is where I want to see if Copenhagen Flames are going to be able to put up a fight in this map, or if HAVU are going to start to pull off what could be an upset. Then it cracks down to this rifle round, and it cracks down to the skull of Roy. Once again, not able to find the opener on catwalk. His impact is severely limited. X7s, though, I don't know if he's going to be. Gets a tag and a Nico Dodge through the smoke alongside that, the man who found the opener. And he's been gifted away all the way through jungle. It doesn't even look like they're ready for this. 2 are on stairs. Nico Dodge post up in the perfect time. The flash, it's so perfect, and Nico Dodge will save the day. Still 3v3, though, as we're dead even in this round.
What a ridiculous kill coming through from Nico Dodge, man. If he goes down there, that's practically the end of the round for Copenhagen Flames. Oh, and that flashbang just blinding X7 as well. The team flashbang, I think it was. That's just heartbreaking because he nearly finds the perfect timing. I love X7's decision-making there, by the way. No hesitation whatsoever. He hears the footsteps in connector. After they've already got a kill on catwalk, he's like, I'm jumping straight into snipers here. There can't be anyone there. And it was the correct play. Just unfortunately doesn't work out for him because of a missed flashbang. And that's just how the game of Counter-Strike goes. So now, Zyphon's going to have a job to do towards the B-bomb site here. All by his lonesome. Will drop a smoke to give himself some space and time as HAVU edge their way into the bomb site here. Now they've given the information away. Zyphon's being able to find a kill. Rotation's going to be coming through here thick and fast. How much more can Zyphon find? Nothing is the answer.
2v2 on the retake, and they're very, very low in the util department. In fact, they've got nothing, but I guess on the bright side, neither do HAVU, so it's going to be up to who can hit the shots and who can hit them first. 1 man, 1 HP, but it won't matter. Kazori, he's found his first on the round. On 2 health with the AWP, he's making it look easy, and now it's the Nico Dawes, and if he gets that kill, it's a completely different story, but Ariel won't allow it, and we're tied up going into the 9th.
Yeah. Nice round for HAVU to win, man. It's a super clean round at that as well. You were talking about that round separating the men from the boys. Well, I think HAVU make a bit of a statement there, and Pinnacle betting odds reacting as well, getting closer to 50-50. tech pause here as one of the Copenhagen Flames players has disconnected. But man, I mean, HAVU, they're looking convincing right now. Kind of feels like every one of Zori, X7, Ariel, and Slowy have to do a little bit of extra heavy lifting at this point, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're carrying your coach. Obviously, there is going to be an impact in the fragging department, but it's not like it's impossible to still be competitive. So, yeah, they need to keep the faith. Like, this is the situation. It is what it is. There's no point in crying about it. Like, you have to do with what is, the hand that's dealt with you. So, yeah, looks like HAVU are, they're making it work right now. I wonder who's on their radar, Obviously not looking for an AWPer. There's Sadix. I wonder if, how committed Sadix is to a project. He was picked up for ENCE as a stand-in for a bit. I think he might have even played for HAVU before that. Obviously there's Alu, who's a free agent right now. I mean,
do they need an
he's an AWPer though. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. They don't need the AWPer. Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, and it looks like Yabby had to take a note out of your book there, Hayes, because his PC decided now would be the best time to restart.
Oh god, well that gives me an opportunity to just update the Twitter names on the Nightbot, so keep people entertained.
Keep them entertained, man. I don't need to entertain them. Look at the cams. You got some beautiful men behind him. Why does he have a map of the world behind him?
Can we just talk about how? Well, I actually really like that, by the way. And
I don't know. I hate that it's just in the middle of the room.
You know what I will say is at least it's got Africa in the center. That's what matters. Your map's in America. Right. You got like North America put in the middle because you guys are just like the center of the world.
Speaking of North America, today is supposed to be a holiday, Hayes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
For what?
4th of July, Independence Day.
Oh, well, good on you, lad. Well, what a way to spend your Independence Day. I mean, I wouldn't be complaining. Casting some top-tier Counter-Strike here, Ant.
It looks like might be a little nah, I can't. I tried.
That's okay. I mean, this is actually an awesome tournament, right? Like, this Pinnacle Cup is so damn exciting because it's so cutthroat. We came through the group stage where we had 4 teams in each group, right? And there was only 1 spot available. Like, single elimination, best of 1s into a best of 3 winners match. Winner progresses through to the Swiss stage. And then you've got, like, such good teams here in the Swiss stage as well. Man, it's so exciting. Like, this Miles NXT roster is just, like, such a cool prospect right now. Just loving this Pinnacle Cup action that we've had on recently and loving the action we got on here between Copenhagen Flames and HAVU as we get back into the game. It's going to be an eco for the Flames, and let's see if they can get anything done.
Might be able to. It all kind of comes down to Hooksy towards underpass, taking a duel but Slowy, and that's, Slowy's just been hitting shots this game. I don't know why I give it the benefit of the doubt, quite frankly, but now 4v5. I guess the only thing that the Copenhagen Flames can work with right now is the fact that they don't have the bomb. So you find the kills at ramp, stalled it for recovering it, and the answer to that is still a no. Zori picking it up. It looks like it's just going to be a default A-crunch kind of thing. That Molotov, unfortunate for this D side, but still, they're going to be able to find the kills necessary on A. It's left to Yabby to try and hold down the hatches, and taking a 1v1 duel in towards Palace most certainly doesn't favor him on the weapon that he has. So Disturb will shut it down, and it's a 2v5. The Copenhagen Flames will not be winning.
Yeah, just while we've got the Seeker around you, I see somebody in chat recommended Sergey. I think that was in conjunction with us talking about, who could be out there as the free agents for this HAVU team. I'm pretty sure Sergey's still committed to the Gorillas team with like Flusher and Sunny. I don't think he's a free agent right now. I think he's committed to that project. I'm not too familiar with the top, Finnish players. Why did Jamie not work for this HAVU team? Like, HAVU was so damn brilliant. Towards the end of last year. What happened? Of course, there were some roster changes, some force changes, right? Like, some of their players got poached. Anyway, it's an interesting discussion we can continue to have here when we have, these eco rounds and pauses, because now we get back into an important gun round. There's an open hands of Nico Dodge, and Copenhagen Flames, they need to turn things around here, because this has just been one-way traffic, and Nico Dodge, with the shot through the smoke, will open up for his team. That's exactly what they needed.
As you said, turning things around is the name of the game. The question is, can they continue to do it? Not yet. Slowy once again wins the duel under Roy. That's definitely a stat line I want to see. I do want to see the duels of Roy and Slowy because I don't feel like they've been going all that well. But in the case of Zyphon, it looks like it's going well for him. He's able to trade out his fallen teammate 4v3, but in comes this underpass lurk. Nico does. He's not too careful. As soon as the smoke fades, I mean, X7 could be right in his face. But how are the HAVU team going to react, right? I mean, one man in middle, the other 2 are going towards ramp. It looks like they want to do some sort of interim con crunch, but with Zyphon and Ecodos posted up, I don't know if that's going to be much of a possibility. Yabby, he's still got the smoke out as well, so as soon as they show face towards the A ramp, they'll be stalled by a 13-second wall of smoke. But Looks like he'll opt to not throw it instead. Both they come flying out towards Tetris into Apex. Zyphon, though, he's the real question mark, because in middle, he's got to shut down this Grunch. If he can't, the A-bomb site might get a little sketchy, but Nico Dawes is going to recover on the EWP kill. 2v3, they're giving him the 1v1s that he wants. Once given to Zori, now given to Nico Dawes as he's taken 2 names, maybe a third with him. 1 man creeping up from default. Will it matter? Well, maybe here shortly. Disturbed, though, the coach can only find 1. Yabby on the trade will lock in a 5th in another tie game.
Really, really nice round coming out from Nico Dodge there, man. Just taking control as the AWP on the CT side, just sort of dominating the opposition. And it's exactly what Copenhagen Flames needed as well. They've lost 5 consecutive rounds, and now we're going to be getting a trustly replay here, and we can see Nico Dodge's highlights in the round. The first frag was great as well because he just took that initiative, getting aggressive in towards mid. He lands that shot through the smoke, and then he has a really high impact on the defense as well. Great work coming through from Nico Dodge. And we need more of that as well if Copenhagen Flames are going to be competitive here on the CT side, because they can't just be one and done here. They have to string a couple together. Look at how much cash HAVU still have, and they're comfortably going to be able to buy in the next round, even the round after that most likely, if the round loss bonus starts to accrue. So work to be done here for the Danes.
Yeah, work. That is indeed the name of how things are looking right now. Because even though they were only able to pick up that one, HAVU would they'd strung 5 rounds together, something like that. I don't know. Maybe that was enough to shut down the momentum. It looks like that's the case because Nico Dawes finding one almost got on Zori, but he's going to be continuing to crouch. And yeah, this is just a mow down in middle. It was a forced buyback from HAVU to try to find some success, but the only thing they find is 3 men hitting the pavement. 2v5 for the HAVU squad.
Man, Copenhagen Flames, they're one of the more aggressive sides on the CT side of Mirage, right? Like, just out of the teams we cast in general, often teams will sprinkle aggression in, like, every 3rd or 4th round, they'll, like, try and take mid, but feels like Copenhagen Flames' default is to contest mid from the start of the round, basically, and, like, anything outside of that is a variation, and it's just cool to see. Like, they're not afraid to take these fights, they're not afraid to re-peek, they've got good coordination coming through from the catwalk and the sniper peek along with the connector player, and you can see Nico Dodge, obviously that's his bread and butter, like, he just loves taking fights in general and Counter-Strike with his AWP, so you want to give him that freedom to be making those plays, and yeah, worked out for Copenhagen Flames in this round.
Yeah, I'm glad to see Roy turn it around. He's been doing his little dance on the catwalk for quite some time now, and well, he wasn't winning it for the majority of the gun rounds, and that's definitely not a fight Hooksy is winning. Not clearing to his left, but I don't know. Not your first clear on the T or on a CT, pushing all the way through the B apartments, but with 10 seconds to go, it looks like saving is what HAVU want to attempt in this round, because going into the next, they should be able to muster up a buy, right? Quite a good amount of money on every player, even the ones that are not going to get anything, so 6-5, sure, Copenhagen Flames take the lead right back, but it's not done just yet.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, though, with the amounts of cash that HAVU still have at their disposal. But look at what the Pinnacle betting odds have done, or how they've reacted since Copenhagen Flames have gotten back to winning ways. And 2.36 here for HAVU. So it's like, yeah, feels like Copenhagen Flames have come alive here now. Had that initial 4-round streak, but now they're showing some serious consistency. More compelling here on Mirage. Zyphon, he's 3-1 in duels against Slowy, so getting the better of a player who's been doing pretty well so far throughout this half.
And here's the thing for HAVU, right? I mean, with how they're looking right now with those core of 4 players, I feel like if they had that 5th, right, even if he was new into the equation, they could be doing some more complicated things. But, I mean, when you're in offline right now as a team like HAVU, you're really only focusing on putting people on trial or trying to find new prospects. You're not really practicing much with that coach. So you can see a majority of these rounds on the T side, they're just kind of defaulting, looking for that opening kill or doing some very basic stuff of like, 3 men towards A, or 3 towards B, or just take middle. Nothing too complex so far from the side of HAVU.
Yeah, true. I mean, how complex can they get with their coach, right? Right now, the name of the game is just some slow mid control, probably work their way in towards an A split. Copenhagen Flames, they've got an aggressive hold towards A ramp right now, and it looks like Zyphon's going to continue to force the issue. Aerial will get a kill, and that's untraded as well, so that's really successful here for HAVU. Going to allow them to start to work their way into the round here. Oh my god, Yabby and Disturbed millimeters away from taking a fight here. Disturbed forces his way forward. That's so unfortunate. Yabby pulls a nade out, which means Nico Dodge will actually fall. Yabby's got such a massive job to do here, but he's going to be double peaked, and he ends up falling to Zori. Nice push coming through here from HAVU. Really good coordination, great communication, and good patience as well. Just, the angle X7 was holding there the entire time, or rather, aerial, all the way back at A ramp, T sports sign. T spawn side, he gets that kill, and that just sort of sets things in motion for HAVU.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, A very unfortunate outlook to that. I feel like they played it sort of well towards Ramp. It's just the fact that the trade didn't come in. And I still like that HAVU drops that smoke at his feet. You could see how much pressure, even in the 4v5, he put on the side of HAVU, right? They were gunning. They were ready to go. They put their foot on the gas. They were starting to accelerate over towards the A bomb site. Then HAVU drops that smoke. Things start to stall out because they can't just come sprinting out of Palace. They know there's another man towards Ramp and smoked off. That would be a free fight to give over to the Copenhagen Flames side. HAVU, they're really able to recover because HAVU is just unfortunately turning away from Palace and getting timing. So now we look at another tie game, and Hayes, coming into this one, we thought we knew our stuff, right? I mean, we were both kind of agreeing that Copenhagen Flames were taking this game, right? I knew my stuff. I thought you knew your stuff. The question is, does chat know their stuff? If you think you're due, then head over to pinnacle.com to test that.
Yeah, good point. You can head over to pinnacle.com/odds and you can find the latest odds for this game we're watching right now between HAVU and Copenhagen Flames. There's a promotion being run as well. If you use the code CUP21, if you bet 10 euros, you'll get 10 euros back as well. Remember, always to only bet what you can afford to lose, because betting is actually a fun thing, right? So, let's see. How's this round going to be going here, Ant? 6-all. 6-all. Orbs on both of the sides. And HAVU, well, they're exceeding expectation right now. Nikodoj barely even gets to clear the angle. He's like, yeah, all right, I'll take a leg shot and I'll get the hell out of there.
Yeah, and this round means way more to the Copenhagen Flames squad than it does to HAVU. I mean, even if HAVU dropped this one, right, you're looking at what could be, at the worst, right, a 9-6 half. That's pretty damn good considering you've got a Cochin as your fifth. And he's not even doing all that bad, quite frankly. But, wow, Zori, great opener under Roy. And the money of Copenhagen Flames, it's not that great. Yabi has 0. Zyphon and Roy, I mean, they're not too far behind. And, well, this is not turning how the way they wanted it. Zyphon, though, able to bring 2 things back. Okay, hold on a second. 3v3, Ariel jumps up, and that's the bomb. Zyphon, he is the hero of the day for the Copenhagen Flames, and now it comes down to the CT rotator coming in from behind. It's all up to timing. Zyphon's barrel's been spotted, and so is his head. But in comes Yabi to find one in the middle. Jumps out of the window, and then nick of time, too. It's up to X7. The op posted on him. Yabi goes in for the swing, and he finds the kill. Zyphon and Yabi, it's all the Copenhagen Flames need to stabilize for a 7.
Man, these are the 2 17-year-olds in the team, both Zyphon and Yabi, and they're just the heroes in the round for Copenhagen Flames, as you say, and massive sequence of kills coming through for Zyphon there towards Connector, absolutely saving the day for his team, and actually getting them ahead here once again on Mirage. What a back and forth this has been here, man. Who's going to be finishing the half ahead? Probably whoever wins this round, actually, when you look at the economic situation of both of these teams. HAVU will probably just be able to afford some sort of weaponry in the next round. Nikodoj, oh my god! Actually going to go back for the peak. He's lost his teammate Zyphon, so the aggression here towards middle not paying off just yet in the round. And not only that, but Roy's been spotted as well, so he won't be able to have an impact. Nikodoj has fallen, and this is the problem with the mid aggression sometimes, Ant, is that if you lose all your fights early on, like in the first 20 seconds of the round, you can already be down 5v3. Off the back of this, HAVU are going to force the issue in towards the A bot. Hooksy with the massive transfer, he gets himself 2, but he can't add any more to that tally. Now it's on Roy to try and be the hero.
Is he going to go for this? It looks like he isn't finding that kill. It might give him a little more pep in his step to do so, because Slowy, he's down to 34 HP. Sure, it's a 1v2, but it's so damn winnable. Jumping out, maybe just repositioning. I was really hoping that he wasn't just opting for the save there. However, they've both gone in towards CT spawn. As you said, whoever takes this round might just very well take the half alongside it. Oh, they both jiggle. But I don't think he was spotted just by the skin of his teeth. And now Slowy tucks into the corner. This is just an unwinnable situation. He picks up the AK, but he should just go pick up the op and save. HAVU, I'm just going to say it. They've got the 7th round here. I mean, with no util, with, well, now picked up a flashbang. And that molly coming out of the bomb. HAVU are playing this to perfection. They know where he is. They don't have time. It doesn't matter. Slowy's got the kill. A 2K from him will cement another tie game.
Great round coming out of HAVU, man. Like, these guys just continue to impress in these 50-50 rounds. Really good work towards middle again. Like, I guess their mantra right now is, okay, if Copenhagen Flames are going to continue to take the fights towards middle, then we're just going to be throwing numbers at the situation as well. We're just going to send 4 or 5 there every round and just, you know, take the fights. And when they win the fights, they end up in some great positions. Last round of the first half, yeah, HAVU's map pick, they're looking good. They're looking
speaking
good.
of great positions, Copenhagen Flames are most certainly not in one. You know, one from us, one MP9, couple of Deagles. Don't know if this is going to fare out well. Slowy already taking head off a Hooksy. At least that's one of the Deagles, but with the Roy's hand now laid onto the table and towards underpass. It's a 4v5. It pretty much almost looks unwinnable. Yabby dropping his only piece of utility, and after that smoke comes out, they know they can just molly him out for free. He can't get away, or at least he has to take some damage, and damage is what he takes down to 67. As another man falls for the Copenhagen Flames defense, HAVU slow it down.
Yeah. I actually like how reactive this HAVU side is, man. Like, they're not afraid to actually take ground when they sort of realize there could be an opportunity available. Even if there's like still so much time left on the clock and they have an advantage, it's just sort of like their play style. And they just don't play with hesitation, I suppose, is the point I'm trying to make. As soon as they recognize something could be on, they go for it. They don't second guess it. They commit wholeheartedly. Everybody commits as well. So it's not like it's an individual type of play. Yeah, it works out really nicely, man. Going to be a fake over towards the A bomb site right now. Disturbed, just trying to pull some rotations. But Siphon and Yabby, they lie in wait on this, or rather it's Nico Dodge and Siphon, who are on this B-bomb site. They've still got the crossfire set up here, and this is where HAVU will be ending up in the round. Is there a chance for them to make something happen with this Desert Eagle from us combo? Right now, Siphon is holding the angle towards Catwalk, maybe going to be able to catch one and take contact, but no. Slowy wins out the gunfight. That leaves Nico Dodge in just like such a tough position right now. He'll have to go.
Wait, where's Roy going to plant?
They haven't cleared it right now. They haven't actually checked for him. He has to activate. He gets a kill, which gives his position away. He's lost his teammate as well, so his time isn't going to be lasting too long here in the round, surely. Couple nice shots. All of a sudden, Nico Dodge takes on Aerial as well. The round could be alive here, but no. He ends up losing his life, and HAVU will take the one-round lead into the second half.
I was scared there. I was really scared there because I thought for
after
a second...
that third kill.
I thought Zori was going to plant for Cat, and if he did, I mean, there was like 15 seconds. All he's got to do is play time, tell his teammate to relax, but no, HAVU, they're going to stabilize, and you could say I'm grasping at straws, but I still feel like this is Copenhagen's game to lose, because even though you're at a disadvantage thick and through the entire game, let alone the series, Mirage, it's one of those more puggy maps, right? It can favor either team depending on how you look at it, and with that coaching, the communication, it's probably not all that great, right? When you get that sub in, when you get somebody who's not usually playing at that top level, communication it's the number one reason that teams lose games, lose rounds, and lose big fights, right? And Siphon already taking care of X7. Might continue to pick them apart. A one-tap onto Zori, leaving this defense so weakened in the early portions of this round. Slowy takes a pick toward the apartments. Can he find anything? Gets one, maybe a second in reimbursement, but no, Roy will ease their worries. However, still 2 men alive for the HAVU defense.
Oh man, Disturbed. Gonna try and pick up the pieces here towards the T-bomb site, but he ends up falling prey to Siphon as well. Now it's Aerial, and he will lose his life too. What a pistol round coming through from Copenhagen Flames. They've now won both of the pistol rounds here.
Oh.
Really good work though, right? I mean, Siphon with that P250, just landing those shots in towards middle. Essentially, he's won the round before his team have even taken contact in towards the B-bomb side. But then it actually looks a little bit awkward for 1 second. Like a couple shots were being landed there. It felt like, I can't remember exactly who it was, but somebody for HAVU, I think it was actually Slowy. Like he nearly finds a multi-kill there towards apartments, but not able to complete it. And yeah, Copenhagen Flames end up just barreling through and finding the kills necessary. 8 all.
And as
this is actually just sorry, Ant. I just want to add a point here on the with the coach on the CT side, right? Like on the T side, you can kind of abuse like the fact that you've got that dead weight. You can like send him into entry, you can send him in to do like the boring jobs, just holding pallets, make sure no one's pushing. But on the CT side, it can actually be a bit more tough. He can be a bit more of a liability because he has to control somewhere on the map. Like he's either playing the apartments or catwalk connector somewhere towards middle or on A. And that's where the opposition can really look to exploit the weaknesses when they're on the T side and the coach is playing on the CT side or the stand-in is on the CT side.
Yeah. And here's where the worrisome thing begins, right? Because as you said, you don't like when teams go barging into a bomb site without any information. For a second there, I thought they were going to barge into BSI.
No, we good.
3 towards the apartments, but no. It looks like they're going to slow it down once again, try to get that info. They've got 1 man in the apartments. They've got 1 man towards A. So they should be able to find out which bomb site is free for the taking, but with 45 seconds to go, I don't know if you want to keep wasting this time. They smoke top con and Molly alongside it. Uh-oh. Oh, no. HAVU, they're getting a real chance here, and with 35 seconds, there's not much time to slow down for the Copenhagen Flames. If the bomb drops, things are going to get really sketchy. Everybody here for the side of HAVU, it's going to be all laid out on the table right now. Kills not yet coming in, but they're all just baiting in for Zori. He is the real key player in the equation. Still yet to be cleared out, but now all of a sudden left by his lonesome. It looks like Yabby, Roy, and Siphon are going to be able to clean things up. 9-8, only dropping 1. Copenhagen Flames take the lead right back where they left it.
Yeah, I mean, that's good option to force there for HAVU. Like, they put themselves in the right position. They committed to the setup as well. Unfortunately, they only had USPs to work with. Like, if they had some Desert Eagles, even some like P250s or something, who knows what they could have made happen. But just the deficiency in weaponry alone still left them in such a difficult position. Now we're going to have the first full gun round of the second half. Got rifles across the board for both of the teams here, and no SMGs and no snipers. So, going to be a lot of gunfights here to be taken. There's going to be some early mid-aggression. Oh no, Slowy spots on Hooksy, but the flashbang from X7 completely blinds up his teammate. It's a disaster. Hooksy, well, he's going to be sending him a little bit of appreciation after this round. But that should have been the first kill going the way of HAVU.
Well, certainly should have. That was him dead to rights, right? Then he's just completely blinded. He had a player jumping on towards the chair angle. That couldn't be a more freer kill that I have ever seen, but now it's Copenhagen Flames walking away with the opener. And again, I feel like that's just been the motto of the T sides in this game, right? You get that opening pill, you slow it down. You see how things are going to look, see how things are going to work out. And maybe they're trying to find out where that weakened bomb site is. And right now, I mean, I'd personally say it's B, right? You only got one man to defend, let alone it's the coach. I don't know if that's where it's going to be tested because three of them double back towards the A ramp. Alongside that, they have Yabby over in towards Palace. It's a very, very passive setup on both bomb sites for HAVU. It's really kind of just focusing on mid control that I feel like they're about to try and retake with the little utility they've got. Yeah, Zori creeping back up connector to spot out underpass. He's got a little bit of a gap in the smoke to give himself a duel. And now, with HAVU winning over mid control, they know that they can stack up towards one of these bomb sites. Ariel picking up one, traded out, and actually goes 1 for 2 in the favor of HAVU. And he's just going to mow them all down. X7 on the AUG finds 3 huge kills, leaving it up to Roy.
Tough clutcher as well. Will be spotting Disturbed out, creeping up from Catwalk, takes a bit of damage in the process, and with only 18 seconds left on the clock here, this feels like a practically unwinnable round for Roy. Charging forward right now, the peak going to be coming through from Zori, but that just ends up baiting X7 into the angle. He finishes off the round with a quad kill, and he lives to tell the tale. X7 coming to life here on Mirage. He's been quiet so far, but that was a huge round from him. Initially, they were trading kills, and it actually looked pretty good for Copenhagen Flames, working their way on towards that A bomb site. I thought that HAVU, that they were a bit detached, they were a bit disconnected on the defense, but in the end, they actually do get the kills on the cross coming through from jungle, and a really good job coming through from X7, man, with the AUG. The first kill was great, second impressive, but it's the third one that really sets the two teams apart in the round.
I'm talking about communication. You could tell how hectic the communication there was for the Copenhagen Flames. Nobody trades. Everybody swings one by one. They're just calling, he's jungle, but nobody coordinates the swing, and that's the effect of just not really organizing yourselves and peeking together. You give X7 those experienced players, those 1v1s, he's not going to miss that opportunity. And now Copenhagen Flames, they're not going to miss the opportunity to reinvest into the round. 3 AKs, like a Deagle, and a little bit of utility sprinkled on top. And it's still Disturbed, the coach on the SMG. Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised they have 2 SMGs coming into this round, but I guess it makes up for it with the 2 AKs they've got.
What's going to be the plan here for Copenhagen Flames? Right now, they've actually secured themselves some decent mid control. A player coming up through lowers, then Nico dodge towards top mid as well. And they've got a couple players outside of apartments. So it looks like right now they're just trying to take control of mid. They're going to try and deprive HAVU of information and then work their way in towards the B split. Right now, not so much as a split as it is a hit just coming through from the apartments. Disturbed nearly gets caught on the timing. Support coming through here from Market as well, but Nico dodge pushing through the smoke catches Slowy completely off guard. Beautiful kill coming through from him. Completely unlocks this B-bomb site. And HAVU, they have just been shut out of this round.
Zori doesn't even have a chance to react. Siphon on the Deagle is going nuclear so far. And I thought he was just going to go through that smoke, try to put insult to injury. But no, he was really trying to secure that weaponry. 2 versus 5. And HAVU, sure, they pick up the round. They don't get anything after that. They don't even get 1 kill on the B defense. Yeah, that's just ugly from HAVU. X7 finally brings one back. Ariel might be able to get himself an AK into an unexpecting Roy, but it looks like he's going to be clearing all of his angles thoroughly, and even the pre-fire can't save him. 24 HP, and Roy is another animal right now. It's X7 with the AUG, and I don't even know if he'll be able to save that. It all depends on where he goes, and he tucks in towards CT, so luckily he'll be bringing a rifle into the next, but I can't say the same for the remainder of the HAVU defense. 10-9 in the favor of Copenhagen.
Yeah. Really good work coming through from them, man. I mean, that gun round, they were lacking in quite a few departments, but they're still able to get the job done. Taking contact in towards the B bomb site. I wonder if they've caught wind of that's where Disturbed is playing, and they're going to look to exploit that. He's only got 6 kills so far here on the map, so he's definitely struggling as we anticipated. HooXie's also got 6, to be fair. The IGL for Copenhagen Flames generally is the weakest fragger on the team, though, so it's not like that's an anomaly. They're used to, getting most of the kills through the other 4 players because they are so capable. And HooXie brings so much in the terms of leadership. And again, Ante creeping up outside of the bomb site here. Going to be an aggressive push coming through from HAVU, but both Slowy and Disturbed have lost their lives. So Zori to try and just go nuclear here with the CZ on the close angle.
Is he spotted?
Actually not spotted, but not going to be changing the outcome. And this is going to be a clear 11th round for Copenhagen Flames. Was just an eco for HAVU, however.
I'd like to say, right? I mean, HAVU, they're not really doing well on their CT side because they're not pressuring anywhere. But then I was like, you really can't, right? The thing is, with a map like Mirage, I don't know if you really need that experience to do that. So I can't really chalk this up to just saying it's the coach in play, right? Because they could be having, they could be proactive on the other sides of the map. Disturbed, he's playing B. They haven't really taken in towards ramp. They haven't fought in Palace. They haven't fought deep mid early rounds. So Copenhagen Flames, they've just been given a lot of free space along the entire map. You could see, I mean, finally they put some pressure on the B apartments, but that's about it. That's really all we've seen from the defense. They haven't taken them aggressive fights in towards ramp. They haven't flashed in Palace and really gotten into the minds of Copenhagen Flames saying, hey, you're going to have to work for every inch. It's quite the opposite. Copenhagen Flames are making HAVU work for every inch of map control that they just should be having.
Yeah, we'll have to see what the response is going to be here from HAVU once they get the guns in their hands once again. And this is going to be the round. It's actually the first round they've had an AWP as well, if I'm not mistaken. They've got Zori with his weapon of choice in his hands. And what spawn does he have right now? Oh, it's literally the most dog spawn he could possibly have. So he's probably just going to be playing safe towards the A-bomb site. Can't really take an aggressive peek in towards mid with that spawn. X7 going to be dropping in towards connector early on here. So it looks like for HAVU, they want to try and take some contact towards middle. But Copenhagen Flames, they're just going straight back into an A exec here. And
again, you can just see Copenhagen Flames, they don't really respect HAVU at all, right? They have one man in middle, and look at where HooXie's playing, right? Usually, if you expect they might fight you in middle, you're playing more of a passive setup. HooXie, he's changing that up. And alongside Copenhagen Flames changing things up, it looks like they're going to change it up over towards A. All 5 men ready to crunch onto this bomb site, moving up connector. That mid player of HooXie able to tuck into the corner as well. 2 towards ramp, 2 in Palace. How are they going to defend Zori in the op? Opens things up well alongside X7 Zog. It's a 3v5. So far a shutdown, nothing found just yet. Now it's going to continue to be the storyline with the flash coming in from CT. X7 finds the fork, and it's Siphon in the 1v5. Blink of an eye, and Copenhagen Flames may have just dropped the 10th.
Yeah, phenomenal defense coming through from HAVU. Just everybody having an impact. Copenhagen Flames, they could never really take an isolated fight because there were always multiple opponents to try and contend with. So good textbook Counter-Strike coming through from HAVU in terms of the peaks that they took there. And now Siphon just left to try and find some damage in the round at least, just try and force these CTs to rebuy some sort of weapons. Oh man, he actually does get that kill onto Slowy. Okay, 2 kills. That's something, to say the least. I mean, considering that HAVU were on course to keep all 5 players alive. Enough cash here for Copenhagen Flames to buy up again. And now we get a look at another trusty replay in the round as the Pinnacle betting odds reflect that, yes, Copenhagen Flames are still the favorites, but it's not like this game is done and dusted just yet.
Yeah, I'm really surprised we don't see a flash from Copenhagen Flames, right? They get the mollies, they get the smokes, they get the nades, everything they really need in there. Yeah. Then they just kind of dry swing out a ramp. And if they just throw one flash over, that take is entirely different. Zori's blind, probably doesn't hit that shot because of it. Now you're looking at a site that, sure, it's still 5v5, but you've only got 1 man. And that's, I believe, Ariel sitting towards default. There wasn't much he could have done in that situation. He would have just gotten swarmed, but they go out dry. That's what happens. You don't smoke CT. It's one of those takes where you're smoking the right side and expecting yourselves to go out and get that opening duel so you can put that pressure on CT spawn. But they're thinking too far ahead of themselves and forget the flashbangs in the process. That's something we can't be missing on those execs.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point, Ant. We're going to have to see how it ends up playing out here, getting back into the map. 11-10 for Copenhagen Flames. Enough cash to buy up again. Nikudaj with his AWP as well. And HAVU have converted an opening pick in the round into a round win in 80% of the occasions so far. That is a great statistic for them. I feel like Copenhagen Flames have done that much the same as well. So points in cases pretty consistently. Whoever's been finding the opening pick here in these rounds has been winning the rounds. And right now, Copenhagen Flames, they're showing quite a lot of presence. They're leaning quite heavily towards this B-bomb side. But I think this is just like an early stance. It's like, if you can find a pick Nico Dodge, then we'll push into the side. If not, well, we're just going to re-explore our alternative options.
And here's where you're going to see that problem that I previously mentioned come into play, right? Because HAVU right now, they have no information on what's going on, right? I mean, you might even see a rotation soon come in from X7, depending how things go, right? They smoke up the apartments, but nobody's deep. Yeah, they're just kind of gambling. They're not going B now. You see, Slowy, that was such a good angle he could have had alongside Disturb, but now it's just confusion. Copenhagen Flames, even though they've done pretty much nothing but show some contact towards B, they've strung the HAVU defense pretty damn thin. They're forced to take middle and forced to take some sort of map control, and that's just not fights they're going to win. Alongside finding the kill into Disturbed, Roy's heard the AUG scope. He knows they doubled up middle, and since he finds the B kill, they're just going to sprint out towards that side of the map. Rotations, they've come in time, but how will Slowy defend? So far, pretty well. Alongside X7, they've been able to pick up a kill, 4v4, but it's not going to be lasting for very long. Slowy, though, doubling up to still a 3v2. How will they find these kills? Zori, he's been spotted, so they know he's isolated on this B bomb site and just barely missing the timing. So he's going to be able to equalize things. Like, see the IGL, no success there. And with the bomb drop, things are going to get a little uncomfortable for the Copenhagen Flames offense. Sure, they found themselves a wide open A bomb site, but they don't have the bomb, and they're running low on time. Wait, 8 seconds!
Yeah, there's no time here. Yabby's footsteps have been heard as well. Zori's got the angle. They've got any information. Yabby, you can't afford to die after the timer. He will find the kill into Slowy, but Zori knows he just doesn't have to take the fight at this point. And the gentleman's agreement will see them both keeping their guns to take into the next round. But, and what a sick round coming out of Slowy on the defense on that B-bomb site, man. Just the fights that he takes, the decisions that he makes are perfect. The fact that he not only stays alive for so long, but he continues to actually get these kills throughout as well. Not only that, after he finds the first 2 kills, he creeps forward, he catches Hooksy completely off guard. I mean, I would go so far as to say that Slowy is the reason they won that round almost single-handedly. Huge individual performance coming through from him in that round to level up the scorelines.
Quite frankly, I don't know if I like that Yabby's going through market there. They know one man is spotted over towards Timur's window. They don't know who it is. So I feel like they should both try and double up on that catwalk fight. Hooksy, the IGL, he's literally isolated Van Pillar. He needs his teammates' help ASAP, and they just don't get there in time. In fact, they get there far too late because the timer, it's really what loses them the round for the Copenhagen Flames. Yabby couldn't even fight back into that 1v2, and now we're looking at a tie game with a rifle round that means maybe almost the entire map, right? Sure, it's still, I guess, a little early. I guess you could consider it for the sense of being the completed game, but 11-11, whoever gets this round should very well be walking away with 2. Morale, it's busted, and you're potentially 1 rifle loss from losing the map and going down 1-0.
That's a good point. Game's certainly in the balance right now with neither team having much cash to their name at all. And Copenhagen Flames, well, they've lost the first pick, and based off the stats we saw not too long ago, HAVU are really good at converting the rounds in which they find these opening picks. Disturbed, he just gets absolutely destroyed. Oh my god. Crazy kill coming through from Nico Dodge. That's such an important frag as well, because now it's unlocked this B bomb site. X7's been flashed off the angle, so he can't do anything about the bomb getting across. It's a one-man advantage here for Copenhagen Flames. Great position that they find themselves in right now. And it's going to have to be a retake coming through.
It's a cool little smoke for them on the post plant. Wow, look at this! That was so sick! They throw it and have the perfect one-way, but sickness isn't all that we need to see in this round, because we need to see more kills. He's only able to get 1, sure. Going 1 for 1 isn't bad there, but he needs his teammates to do more, and now it's Nico Dawes continuing to pick up the slack. That is his 3rd kill on the round. In comes a smoke on towards the bomb. They're trying to take the duels, and who but Nico Dawes finds 4 for the Copenhagen Flames lead.
Wow. I mean, that is just a really big round coming through from Nico Dodge. There's so many heroic rounds here from individuals. It just feels like, you know, who can go crazier in the round is the team to win the round. It's not like, I mean, it's not heavy team-based Counter-Strike right now, right? I mean, Desert Eagle kills coming through from Nico Dodge is essentially what unlocks the round for Copenhagen Flames. Even though they lost the opening pick there, and they're still able to get the job done. It's going to be a force back in response here from HAVU as well. Neither team wants to let their foot off the pressure right now. But Nico Dodge has been the player to open up, and he's not slowing down either, and he smells blood right now, and he wants to continue to take names in the round.
You could see, man, speed, it is just the name of the game right now, you know? When speed's the name of the game, you shouldn't let your playing experience be disrupted by slow payments. Choose Trustly to make your payments flow quickly from account to account. Isn't that right, Ace?
That's exactly it, and it's all about the speed. And with Trustly, you know you got that speed behind you. There's some speed in the round here for HAVU as well. Nothing slow about Slowy in that round. Just goes absolutely huge, and it's a 2 versus 2 here. The force by making moves right now, making waves. Oh my god, it's only Hooksy left remaining, and he's got nowhere near a position to have any impact. So he has to go back towards a ramp. This is a disaster for Copenhagen Flames.
what? I look like I look away, I look back, and it's 1v2. Hooksy, he's the IGL, 2 kills to his name, and he's still got 2 more to find if they want to win this round. I guess he's got a low target on the likes of X7, but he's posted up on the EWP, so it shouldn't matter much. Hooksy, though, able to recover the bomb. When does he expect this man to be in jungle, though? Jumping across! The upshot is missed! That is his leeway right back into the round. They've got weapons, they've got time, they've got util, but can they get the kills? X7, the only man with armor, through the box. The coach tags him down to 21, and he doesn't look to continue to stop the peppering. This is just huge. Once again, the Hooksy spots them both out in towards connector with him going back at CT. May have given him leeway to come up to the site, but disturbed the coach. He's going to end it for HAVU and tie it right back up. The eco round, and it's neck and neck still in the bare end of this game.
Oh man, Slowy just continues to have such a high impact in this game for his team right now. Fragging like an absolute madman. Such important kills coming through there. Along with X7 had a high impact in that round as well, in particular towards Connector. Able to find those kills, man. Oh my god. Snowballs out of control for Copenhagen Flames. And look at the Pinnacle betting odds here. 1.75 for Copenhagen Flames. So pretty much back to what the odds actually were at the beginning of the series. Look at the sequence, man. Slowy and X7 getting all the heavy lifting done. And this game just continues to be as close as it possibly can.
Yeah, this is just not the result that I expected in the favor of HAVU, right? I thought this was probably just going to be a shutout, right? Even though Copenhagen Flames, the Mirage, looked, I guess, a little weird. HAVU, they couldn't really come out of the gate swinging with any cool strats or sick defensive plays. They're just kind of defaulting, and that seems to be the storyline continuously here. It's just basic stuff on Mirage. We haven't really seen anything too outgamed, outplayed from HAVU. They're just out-aiming them and still outgaming them. So Copenhagen Flames, they've really yet to cement themselves as a contender for this match. Neither team necessarily has. This rifle round might be what separates that. I mean, it could be one of the last investments we see from the Copenhagen Flames. In comes that bottom con smoke once again. Looked like they wanted to contest for middle, but they're just going to throw that smoke and back away. Copenhagen Flames, they know they've showed their hand, but what can they do with it? 3 in middle, 1 in A, 1 towards apartments. I thought for a second he was an underpass. Now, flashing their way into connector. There's 2 smokes on gun right now. 1 top, 1 bottom. Nikodaz going all the way up top and into the stairwell alongside it. Zori could be taken down if he overextends here. Did he spot out his barrel? I don't think he did. No, I think he did now. Yeah, he definitely spotted out his little cranium, and he's going to pick up the kill too. That's the bomb. Copenhagen Flames, their take is left in shambles. They're going to have to get these kills. And so far, they do that pretty well. Roy and Hooksy combining for 1 apiece, but Yabi, he's still left on the deagle, and with 30 seconds to go, it's up to Zori to defend this A bomb site on the op.
Nice flashbang just allows Yabi to get out of Palace. Now Zori's been spotted as well. The bomb plant going to be coming through. Yeah, Disturb gets taken down. That was a massive frag for Hooksy to find his second in the round. And Copenhagen Flames just continue to fight back. I mean, both of these teams trading rounds right now. HAVU don't look like they want to give up here just yet. Both Zori and Slowy, the 2 heavy hitters left remaining here for HAVU to try and get the job done on the retake. Slowy edges his way forward. He takes down 1 a second as well into Siphon. All of a sudden, the numbers looking a lot better. Yabi goes undetected, so he's able to get a kill. But Hooksy, he's only got 4 points of health here, and there's also a molly for Zori to work with. He drops it in towards Connector. He's going to be scoping up here, not sticking the defuse just yet, but he just swings out with the USP and he destroys Hooksy. Oh, while he's moving, the accuracy is still there, and HAVU will get the round back. The 2 versus 4 retake comes through for HAVU. What a ridiculous way for them to win the round. That could bury Copenhagen Flames, and
that wasn't a 3v2, that was a 4v2. Copenhagen Flames, how do they lose that? How in any universe? Slowy, again, makes those huge plays when his team needs it the most, and then Zori just comes in to sweep up the opposition. I mean, beautiful from HAVU, but ugly from Copenhagen, who are now stuck to SMGs and a Galil alongside the Deagles. What can they possibly do here?
Oh, I mean, Copenhagen Flames going to try and keep the pressure up here onto HAVU. They forced up once again here, but it doesn't look great. I mean, they barely have any util remaining. And they're just going to be committing in towards this B-bomb side right now. The util looking good so far. As kept Disturbed blinded up. The molly drop will also be leading to Siphon's death. There we go. The frags all coming through here for the CT side. Copenhagen Flames, they're falling apart here. Looks like HAVU will be able to string a couple rounds together. Yeah, it's only Hooksy left remaining. And he's on the opposite side of the map right now. HAVU are doing it, and HAVU are actually doing it. They're about to get themselves up 14-12. And Copenhagen Flames will have to eco in the next.
That's insane. I mean, like, Copenhagen Flames, I don't know if I'm completely understanding of why they're buying here. I mean, the money, it's already weak. You could see they come into the forest buy with 2 Mac 10s, a Galil, and 2 Deagles, right? If it's like, okay, you know, we can get some Galils, we can get a couple of AKs, then I can understand. But you're already forcing into a really crappy buy. And HAVU, they're riding some of the all-time, they were down 12-10, 12-11, something like that. HAVU, they've been winning some pretty decent rounds, keeping their money intact. I don't know what the play is from Copenhagen there. Not even getting the bump kind of just solidifies how bad their economy is right now. Slowy keeps 4 alive for HAVU. Disturbed. On the MP9, he's going to get an extra $1,200. For the rest of this game, HAVU do not have to worry about money. And that is a huge thing on your defense.
Absolutely is. 14-12, gonna have to be a save round here for the Danish squad. Couple upgraded pistols to work with, but not much going their way here. Oh man. Big round here for HAVU. As you were talking about their economy, they're gonna want to try and keep as many players alive here as they possibly can.
Couple of pistols. I mean, it's not gonna be too difficult to do. 1 Glock, 2 Deagles, a P250, and a Tech 9. And well, yeah, I mean, one of those Deagles is maybe just trying to find one of the isolated fights over towards A. Disturbed. Jump spotting Hooksy in the B apartments. The Tech 9 not able to connect for anything. Zori's been tagged down to 54. Okay, missed something that happened on the other side of the map. Oh, Slowy. Okay, it was a little scary there. There's a lot of CT players actually falling very low. Disturbed took a questionable fight there as well. So, I don't know if I can completely count Copenhagen Flames done in number just yet. Maybe if Yabby finds a kill towards Palace, I believe you can give it a little bit of leeway to walk out. But his one chance is biffed upon Ariel. Doesn't even take a bullet for his aggression. 4v5 now. In Copenhagen Flames, I feel like their days are numbered.
Yeah, Yabby had to hit that shot coming out of Palace if they're going to be standing any chance here in the round. Now with only 55 seconds left on the clock, they barely have anything going for them. Not really any options available in terms of, obvious choices as to where they can take this bomb. You're going to try and force the issue in towards the B bomb site because Siphon's been able to take some ground here in apartments, but the crossfire spotted them out. Nice dink there to do some damage, but again, they just continue to be picked apart here and HAVU on course to keep numbers alive here in this anti-eco round. Great work coming through from them, and they're going to be getting themselves 3 map points here, man. 3 map points. That's a great position for the Finnish side to find themselves in. What a great performance this has been here on the CT side of their map pick.
Yeah, and then both of those kills just come in completely instantaneously. We said it's about keeping people alive, and I guess 5 is more than enough for this side of HAVU as we come into a technical pause. Copenhagen Flames, it looks like Yabby is having some troubles once again, but yeah, 3 match points. And to come into the series, Pinnacle was favoring Copenhagen Flames. What, like 2.5, 2.8 to 1.5 or something like that? 1.3?
Yeah, a little bit less than that. I think it was like 1.6 to 2.3 around there.
And now, I mean, it's just completely switched in the other favor. Yeah, like, he's just blowing on the mouse. He's like, what's going on?
It's not his aim. It's the mouse. Everybody knows that. And one thing I do want to say, though, is that... Do you think you know your stuff, man? Because if you do know your stuff, you can actually make some money. You can head over to pinnacle.com/odds and you can actually find the latest odds for Copenhagen Flames versus HAVU. You're just talking about them. You're talking about, what the odds were and how they're reflecting the game, and that HAVU's actually gotten themselves as the favorite. So if you guys think that Copenhagen Flames can still come back from this position and win the series, then could be a good bet to make. Head over to pinnacle.com/odds. There's a promotion being run as well. If you use the code CUP21 with no spaces, if you bet €10, you get €10 back as well. And remember, betting should be done in a fun and safe environment, so only bet what you can afford to lose. Let's see how this game's going to be going. I mean, right now, the underdogs are ahead, and they're about to close out their map pick.
You know, they are kind of betting on this round, but it's what they can afford to lose in the AWP. Couple of rifles and SMG in the back of Disturbed. They can afford to lose quite a lot here because they've got 3 chances to try and shut out this game. HAVU, the underdogs coming out of absolutely nowhere, maybe even stunning the Copenhagen Flames thus far, with only 5 more kills to find to cement that fact and them being 1-0 in the series. Question is, will they slow it down or speed it up slowly? What's this smoke coming in? Here's that con smoke that we've been seeing for a lot of this game, right? They throw this to try and help themselves take mid-control, flash out, and in comes X7 on the jump. Slowy, he's right behind him. Actually, I think X7 missed the jump, but still, not too much map control taken by HAVU, right? They throw that util in towards middle, and they get absolutely nothing off of it except -1 smoke, -1 flash, and minus information. Slowy, he's also minus a B player, right? That's one of those 3 men towards B that's now doubled in towards the mid window. Wait, where did X7 go? Okay, they exchanged.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, no, they're all good. They've still got the 2 players on the B-bomb side. But as you mentioned, HAVU just playing very, very passively right now. Not taking any fights across the map whatsoever. They're waiting for Copenhagen Flames to make the next move before they end up committing. Or before they end up taking any fights, should I say. And HAVU, or rather the T side, they've just been edging their way forward now, quite far forward up catwalk actually, relatively undetected. I don't think Slowy's got this information. Of course, he'll be aware of it, but I think Copenhagen Flames could be catching HAVU slightly off guard here. Disturbed, he would have ticked the molly. Oh, the flashbang means he can actually find a kill there onto Yabi. How much can X7 find from this position? He's good for a kill, but he's being racked on here. A matter of time before Hooksy finds his life, but a bunch of frags coming through from Slowy as well. He continues to have an impact. He found 3 there, and he's up to 31, and now Hooksy's going to have to clutch it out. With only 13 seconds left in the round, he has to wait for the molly to finish before he can even find the bomb plant. This is such a tough clutch right now. Going to be facing the plancher, faking it out, but he ends up taking a fight, exposing himself to 2 players. HAVU have done it. They've won the first map here in the series. Was their map pick, but that's going to be giving them a boost of confidence. 16-12. We're going to be taking a breather, and when we return, guys, we'll be heading to the next map in this match. It is going to be Nuke, so make sure you don't go anywhere. It's going to be a banger, and we'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. And welcome back to this Pinnacle Cup matchup here between Copenhagen Flames and HAVU. We just came off the back of Mirage, which was won by the Finnish side, 16-12. So now we find ourselves on Nuke, the map picked by Copenhagen Flames, and we're going to be hoping to see a better performance out of them. And right now, they're just rushing into ramp room.
Yeah, I said coming into this one, I really want to see what HAVU can bring out into this map, and so far they can bring out a quick kill, but not before it's traded out instantaneously by Roy. They've gotten a couple players onto this lower bomb site to defend. Oh my lord, he is dancing like a ballerina to get that bomb down, but Slowy and Area will not be stopped. Disturbed tipping up for a headshot as well. Oh my god, Roy, he's got all 4. 1v1, he's on for the ace. It's up to him. Ariel jumps down, he's tapped the bomb, opening the double doors. Oh, in comes the absolute craziness, and Roy's gonna open it up with an ace on the T side of Nuke.
What a beautiful pistol round that is coming out from Roy, man. Just hitting all those shots, saving the day. HAVU had a flurry of frags on the retake, but it just wasn't enough for them to get all the way across the line. Roy ends up denying them. The last hurdle is too much for HAVU to handle. And it was a great pistol round coming out from Roy. Just sublime accuracy with the Glock up close, man. Beautiful, beautiful work. What a way for Copenhagen Flames to kick off their campaign here on Nuke, and they needed that as well, just to put the previous map behind them. They were the favorites coming into the series, but they're down 1-0 right now. They did lose on Mirage, though, which historically has not been a great map for the Danes. On the contrary, Nuke has been their strongest, and by a long way. They've played it, I think, 13 times? Yeah, 13 times in the past 3 months, and they have an 85% win rate on the map. On the flip side of that, HAVU, they've played this map twice since their coach has been a part of the playing team, and they've lost at 16-7 and 16-5. Yes, to tough opposition, but they haven't been convincing at all. So let's see if HAVU will be able to bring a chair against the Danes.
Yeah, and they're not even going very aggressive in the Seeker round. I really like that HAVU. You can see with this passive setup, that's what they were hoping on, but oh no. I want to see what Zori's got to do with the Deagle. Actually almost picked up a multi-kill, and going 1-for-1 there really helps out HAVU, because again, it's mostly just Deagles. Alongside it, they got the UMP on Aerial. That's what needs to make the most impact. Disturbed. Oh, might they give him a 1D? It looked like for a second he could have, but he crouches at the worst time, X7. He's on the other side of the lower bomb site. I don't know if he's going to be able to get much. It looks like they're going around single door. Now Disturbed backs up to the rafters. Very hectic yet slow round from both of these teams, it seems. And it looks like Yabi's about to find a whole lot more over towards A. He tells his team, hey, nobody's here. There's 2 on B. Well, let's just plan A. With 30 seconds to go, there's going to be no opposition in sight. The closest man is towards ramp on that UMP Aerial. It is no longer a rifle. The nerf came in a couple years back, so I don't know how much impact he's going to be able to have.
I mean, now it's just the normal SMG, so let's see what he can do with the gun, as you say. Copenhagen Flames with some good decision-making. They do get themselves onto the A-bomb site and a completely vacant A site as well. Unfortunately, HAVU misread the situation. They stack up on the wrong part of the map, and now it actually looks like they're going to be content just saving these guns. I don't actually think they're going to be having an attempt at this retake. Was a solid round coming out of them. I mean, Zori and Slowy with that interesting double setup towards Secret. You know, Slowy ends up swinging after Zori takes contact, but they get 2 kills. Unfortunately, it just felt like it wasn't enough because we knew that Copenhagen Flames still had the superior weapons to work with, and with time left on the clock as well, they still just get across the line regardless. So it's going to be a 2-0 start here for the Copenhagen Flames side. HAVU, well, they're going to have these weapons to work with in the next round, which will be an eco, but they still at least have something at their disposal.
Yeah, again, I still like how that's becoming the meta, right? I mean, when the new economy rolled in, I feel like, I mean, it kind of surprises me that it took this long to see this in the meta, right? You get a couple of kills past that, even if it's 3v3, you just kind of say the little weapons you have. You're going onto an eco, you're kind of giving yourself a do-over at the previous round. And considering it's almost a bonus from Copenhagen, I feel like you don't even have that bad of a chance. Couple of Deagles, only 1 man on a USB, now plus a Mac-10 on the back of X7. Hooksy's going to change up the pace, speeding all the way through the single door. He jumps down towards Squeaky. I did that in the opposite direction, but it doesn't matter. He's down towards the lower bomb site, Eddie Human. Soon to join him as his teammate through outside. He spotted out 2 and actually takes the head off of Aerial. UMP hits the floor, Zori to recover, so there's nobody missing a weapon here on this defense, and 2 of them have rotated in towards B. If there's any chance for them to pick up a round, I feel like it's right now. And now we have another man coming in, and the likes of Disturb. Glass broken, what can they do?
Oh, it's looking doable for the side of HAVU, but Roy just absolutely destroys Disturbed on the angle. Still fights being taken here by the CT side, but it's going to be Roy who sets the 2 teams apart once again, and fantastic work coming through from him. Standing up when his team needs him to the most. Slowy, though, continues to be a thorn in their side. Finding the kill on the planter. Still so much time left here for Copenhagen Flames to work with. I mean, they could even go back up the vents and towards the bomb site if they wanted, but no. Actually, it's going to be... they just force the issue. I guess they don't want to try and overcomplicate the situation. And in the end, it's going to be another round for Copenhagen Flames, but a round in which they do take significant economic damage, and which means even though they're 3-0 up right now, it's not like they've got a full amount of cash on each player to buy up in the next round if they lose here.
Yeah, so even though, you know, HAVU find themselves down 0-3 on their defense, right, as you said, the cash isn't all that great, so they've done a pretty good job thus far to keep the economy somewhat limited for the offensive Copenhagen Flames, who so far look to be quite on fire here on Nuke. But what can they do to continue that? Going up against the EWP, Dory, I think he's outside with the big green, so early, pretty passive stuff from HAVU. Yeah.
Until Slowy does take a fight towards Squeaky Door, comes out on top of that one. Great way for HAVU to kick off this gun round, this all-important gun round. Yabi just trying to force the issue a little bit there. Hooksy Lee loses his life outside as well. So it's the ideal gun round here coming through for the CT side. And they've set themselves up accordingly now for the response to come through from Copenhagen Flames. Yeah, I mean, they're just being picked apart right now, limb from limb. Quite a few individual players being taken across the map right now. Siphon at least able to get a kill back. Oh no, X7, he fluffs his lines. He's actually going to be hanging around here. This could get awkward. Siphon, could he find the fight? No. X7 connects on those last few shots. Nico Dodge, missing such an important shot there as well. Not that it really changes the outcome of the round because he's still down in the 1v3, but that should have been a frag for certain. And now he's going to be trying to retake in towards lobby, but he loses his life to Disturbed on that narrow angle. And HAVU are alive here on Nuke.
I still want to see more. I still really want to see more, but Copenhagen Flames, here's what worried me, right? Going into Mirage, they didn't really adapt to anything that HAVU were doing. They kind of just kept playing their stances on especially in the defensive side of things, right? I mean, they were up 4-0. They ended that half 9-6. I believe it was 9-6, right? I mean, I just don't like how the outcome of that, or no, it was 8-7.
8-7, yeah. It was 8-7, yeah.
I don't like how the outcome happened there from Copenhagen Flames after being up 4-0. The adaptation after it came in from HAVU, I feel like it was just missing from the side of Copenhagen. So that's what I want to see more of in Nuke, right? This is one of their best maps, so I feel like they have to have something up their sleeves in the sense of changing it up.
I'm on board with you, Ant. We need to see that adaptation coming through from Copenhagen Flames. And right now, they're just going to try and burst their way in towards the safe bomb site, keeping things really simple. They find the first pick. Disturb continues to be blinded up by the flashes. Siphon doing a fantastic job with the lone AK, finding the kills necessary right now. The plant actually not going to be coming through. The Molly HE combo. Beautiful teamwork there from Aerial and X7. Now they force the issue onto Yabi. Oh, it's all fallen apart for Copenhagen Flames. They had everything going for them in the round. They found the entries. They got themselves onto the site, but some sublime util usage means that HAVU actually deny them anything further than that. And they'll even keep 3 players alive. Oh man, look at the Pinnacle betting odds here, and
What?
1.49 for HAVU, 2.55 for Copenhagen Flames. So significant favorites are HAVU at this point.
It's another technical pause too, and again, it is Yabby having troubles. I mean, starting to wonder what's up with him, right? I mean, first he's restarting his PC, and he's blowing on his mouth. Is something up with him? Do we have his cam? I want to see if he's blowing on his mouse again. Maybe we'll get a little more of an indication on what's going on.
Well, right now we're looking at the HAVU lads, giving them some love. Here's X7, of course. We get to see all these beautiful, trustly cams, and it's so awesome to have player cams, isn't it? And it's just always, it adds to the elements of the occasion in these online matches. It personifies it a little bit more, in my opinion, gives it a little bit more life, a little bit more intimate, if you will. So yeah, always great to have the player cams. And HAVU, well, they came into the series as underdogs, not massive underdogs, but they were underdogs. Right now, though, they're competing here. They're looking good. Disturbed, he's had some impact here in the early stages of Nuke, and even though this is Copenhagen Flames' best map, they're still going to have to work here.
Yeah, well, Yabby looks like he is starting to test things once again. He's got his cap on. I like that. Playing with his hat. Ew, ew. Who drinks Red Bull? Ew.
Oh, God. What I want to know is, how on earth does Siphon have his blinds open? Surely...
Yeah, wait, what?
Surely Siphon, the reflection doesn't help. Oh,
they got some weird setups here, man. One's got his blinds open. One's got his door open. Look.
Oh, fresh air. What are you talking about, Ant?
Nah, man. If you want some fresh air, you open a window. I don't like my... Yeah, there's another man with his blinds open.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, obviously the overexposure coming through, the saturation from the webcam looks ridiculous. Hooksy knows what up. You got to be in like a dark cave, guys. That's the way that you play games. You can't tell whether it's daytime or not. That's the ideal room.
That is a man cave right there. You got the couch in the background. It's nice. You got those like LED lights. Can we get another look at that? That was so sick, right?
Jeez,
He's got the
liberties.
CSGO check posted up. There we go. See, you got like the weird lighting from those. Well, I assume he's got blue lights hanging around. You got the vibe couch over there. The check on the wall. All this cool stuff, man. He's definitely got one hell of a man cave.
Well, there we go. Hooksy, Ant is a big fan of your room, just in case you were wondering. Fan of your team and your room. There we go. 3 ploods. Do you think that means like 3rd place in Danish or something like that?
Maybe.
Must be, because like KR, Chromes, that's their currency, so that is Danish.
Okay.
And back into the game we go here, Ant. Technical pause comes to an end, and it's going to be an eco round here for Cope. No, excuse me, it's not. They're forcing straight back into this. HAVU, with a great opportunity to level this up 3-all, and furthermore, if they can make it a clean round at that, they can really start to assert themselves on the CT side.
The Copenhagen Flames have yet to take a save. I'm pretty sure they've just continued to force up, and it has not gone well for them so far. So I don't know if that's going to change up too much into this one, because now it's the worst weaponry yet. Couple of pistols. Sure, you've got smokes for outside smokes. You've been able to get the secret for a lot of these rounds, but you just haven't been able to find that late round success. I feel like the retakes haven't been all that bad from the likes of HAVU. I mean, with the exception of Roy just dominating on a 3K1 round, that doesn't happen. You don't even see the 3rd for Copenhagen Flames, but now I feel like it's quite the flip side of things. HAVU, they're ready to make their stance known on Nuke's defense. But again, defensive-sided map. So, ending a half with like 5, 4, 6 rounds, somewhere in that margin for a T-side isn't all that bad. That's still a very long way away. A minute to go. Copenhagen Flames have once again taken their sweet time. However, with all 5 of them are going towards this B bomb site. It's a 3-man post-up defense. X7. Zori, and never mind, there is not 3. No, there is 3. I knew it! Disturbed. He's on the other side of the ramp. They smoke themselves out, take the fight. The bomb is dropped. They're giving him so many opportunities to take these duels. Yabby and Zypher are going to be able to win at least one, but the bomb still dropped. Not able to get it planted. Disturbed. That's his first on the round. Now 1v3. Yabby's been able to get an AK. He's reconnected to the server, but can he reconnect to the kill frag, or rather, to the kill chart?
I mean, great round coming out from HAVU. Zori will finish it off with his AWP 3-all. The force buy doesn't accomplish that much for Copenhagen Flames because HAVU had a perfect read. They knew exactly what was going on there. So they had the players stacked up on the B bomb side, as you noted, and in the end, they all find the kills necessary. Copenhagen Flames, they essentially just run straight into a brick wall on that B bomb side, get destroyed, and finally they're going to have to bite the bullet. They're going to have to eco here, and so this should actually be HAVU pulling ahead. What's going to be the plan in their anti-eco round, though? Yeah, what's up, Ant?
I think it'd be funny if this is the round that Copenhagen Flames win. I think that'd be hilarious. Like they
I
forced
mean,
by 3
and
rounds come out with 2 pistols.
I don't know. I don't know what world you live in, but that's not happening.
Yeah, it's not happening. Oh,
No,
wait,
it's
Ariel got another
definitely not happening. It's really clean here for HAVU. They don't lose another player from here. It's just picking up all the frags, and they go up 4-3.
They've been able to get out on B again.
Yeah, but the problem is look at the bomb.
Yeah, the bomb is in T-spawn. Thankfully, I guess for them, HAVU, they haven't really taken too much map control past it somehow. He's been able to flurry his way over towards B. Gabby, did he get the bomb? No, he's dancing around towards T-spawn's knife, and if he plays his angles right, he could honestly just walk into the A bomb site and nobody would really see him. They've got one man in the vents. Sorry, he's jiggling all the way for that outside peak, one on B and then one over towards ramp. This could be a potential opener if he takes it, you know, the duel that we're talking about, but I mean, nobody really just completely contacts all the way up to Squeaky, rather through outside. Roy, though, he's going to contact up for the ramp. X7 finding one under Yabby. The Glock's not going to find any success. Now it's Siphon in the 1v4. Please, 1D, 1 man, so we can laugh at Hayes.
Nah, this is squeaky clean. Disturbed. He's going to be finishing it off here as well. Great anti-eco coming through from HAVU. Able to get themselves all the frags and only lose 1 player in response. 4-3. And we can see the promotion here for Pinnacle. If you know your stuff, head over to pinnacle.com/odds. And you can see the latest odds for this HAVU versus Copenhagen Flames matchup. Of course, the odds going to be quite heavily in favor of HAVU at this point. They're ahead 1-0 in the series. And they're ahead here on Copenhagen Flames' map pick as well. So if you think that Copenhagen Flames could still turn this around, that could be a good bet to make, Ant. And
dude, I can't get over that.
Of course, you only bet what you can afford to lose. Right now, well, I don't know if Copenhagen Flames can afford to lose this next gun round, Ant.
I want to lie on that couch so bad. You have no idea. Oh, that's. Hey, look at that.
Do you want Hooksy to paint you like one of his French girls?
All right, there, buddy.
Is that where you're going with this?
It just looked comfy.
I mean, listen. It's fine that you said that about Hooksy. If you said that about Siphon or Yabby, I might have had to report you. An open player for Zori. It's a full gun run for Copenhagen Flames. They've got AKs across the board, full util, and they need to start to show some fight here on the T side because it's been one-way traffic for the past couple rounds. What's that adaptation going to be here for Copenhagen Flames?
After that timeout, let's see if they've got any success. They definitely talked things over. And, you know, the last time I saw a team drop a big game, well, you know, a big game to a coach was when I was a G2 fan. And that wasn't fun. So for Copenhagen Flames right now, this cannot be fun. But maybe they can still turn it around. Good bit of util, 5 AKs to work with. They've done those outside smokes once again. I feel like they haven't really messed around with outside too much. Finally, it looks like they're going to change that up. Fuxi opting to go to the other side of the smokes, over towards the corner, moving his way up in mini. Ariel, will he spot him out? No, he goes towards Secret, and this is, oh wow, look how far they're just walking out. Hey, Yabby finally takes some contact. Slowly on top of the door, going to be able to get one alongside the coach. Trade, though, instantaneous. Oh, but in comes Disturb! The coach gets 3! Somehow, some way, the coach, the sub-in, the stand-in finds 3 and a 5th for HAVU.
Really beautiful defense coming out from HAVU. As you mentioned, Copenhagen Flames were actually able to get quite far through that squeaky door undetected, but I love the attention to detail there from Slowy. Did you notice how he just drops onto the door of Hut? So he's not spotted by the players coming out from squeaky door. They clear the angle, they do everything they're supposed to, but because Slowy's head doesn't get spotted, they actually think there's no one on top of Hut, which allows them to get a kill, takes the attention away from Disturbed. He gets himself 2 more kills, a beautiful spray transfer there from him, by the way. And HAVU, they're looking really solid right now on the CT side. Copenhagen Flames dropping the ball, and they've tried a few variations now, and nothing's really working out for them so far. Now they've tried that aggressive A hit, they've tried to play the passive defaults, they've tried to take outside control. What's the next option available here? It's an eco right now, of course, and they've got a lot of extra cash to work with considering they've got a full last rounders bonus behind them. But they need to start finding some rounds.
Well, I don't know if that round is going to come in just yet. Slowy from the top of Hot, picking up 1. The XM10 gets 2. Barely is unable to reload to find the 3rd, but it's Disturbed to capitalize with that one. Another 1D comes in. The coach not going to have as much of his impact as he did in the last round, but still, HAVU with 3 men up. They find themselves with 6. A 3-round gap. They've doubled the scoreline. Copenhagen Flames, it's spiraling out of control, but again, very CT-sided map, so, you know, 2 more rounds, 3 more rounds, and I guess I could call it a good half.
Absolutely. Certainly would be a good half at that point. Slowy, I mean, unfortunately runs out of ammo, but he gets $1,800 with those 2 kills. Of course, $900 per frag with the shotgun. And they clean up the anti-eco. Look at the cash here. Yes, of course, Slowy and Disturbed are relatively low, but 13k on Aerial and 10k plus on Zori. So more than enough cash to subsidize the buyer if a round goes wrong here. A round goes wrong, rather, should I say. Open hands of Nico Dodge. This is where Copenhagen Flames really need to prove that they have what it takes. Rounds are getting away from them at this point. We know how damn good they are on this map. There's still lots of room for them to work with. Still time in this half as well. And it looks like they're just going to be taking contact in towards ramp right now, where there is not a single player for HAVU.
Okay. Weird. Now they have X7 backing out though, and I don't know if I like this, right? But I assume you'll see some rotations in the regard if outside smokes come in. Although X7, he's had a big impact here before. Can he do it once more? That's when his team, I feel, is going to need it the most. But Yavi, has he found that kill outside? No, he's found it over towards Squeaky. Zori can't trade. That's huge. Roy's found the ramp player on X7 at 3v5. And now Copenhagen Flames, they're starting to look convincing. 2v5 now as Disturbed is going to hit the dust. Zori finally taken down. It's Aerial 1v5. And he looks like he's only going to be able to get one kill. With the bomb going down, it looks like he's just going to call it a save.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I will say is that it feels like HAVU maybe just, I don't know. I don't really like the decisions that they make in that round. I don't like the fact that X7 continues to hold the angle there and take the fight towards A ramp, especially considering there was a player towards Hell. Like, initially I thought it was okay, but they actually had control of Hell. They had the ladder there, so he didn't actually have to hang around. He could have just dropped back into the B-bomb site. So he gives a frag up. Then there's also aggression towards Squeaky Door. Maybe, maybe the info on the CT side is that because they're pushing ramp, they want to try and make a play through Squeaky, but they lose a fight there. They lose a follow-up fight as well because the Orpa misses his shot. I think it was Zori had a chance to trade, so nothing really goes the way of HAVU in that round. Good shots coming through from Copenhagen Flames, of course, to punish the misplays. They keep things simple in that round as well. Works out for them, and X7, though, does get back to a powerful start here in the round as he opens up onto Roy.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm liking how this is going down from the Flames. They pick up that one round pre-cam convincingly, but looks like they're not able to find too much off the back of it. But hold on, I'll bite my tongue there because Zyphen's traded out the player on ramp. And X7, usually he has been just a menace to society for this Copenhagen Flames offense. And Nico does goes back for a repeat, very questionable there. Now it's 3 versus 4. Any advantage the Copenhagen Flames could have mustered up is completely gone. Hooksy takes a shot, and no! The bomb, it's dropped right in their laps, their toes. And now it's Zyphen and Yavi to try and make a miracle play happen that I just don't see coming. HAVU, they very well may have just found a 7th.
Yeah, that's a disaster situation for Copenhagen Flames. Completely and utterly a disaster. Still enough time to work with it to try and make something happen, but the bomb is firmly in control of the CT side, as you mentioned. What have the two young guns got here to try and turn this around? What can they bring to the table? Is there even any chance for them here? Do they just commit to saving these guns? I mean, they'll be able to buy up in the next round if they do save here, so maybe that's the play, because winning the round from here just doesn't even seem like a winnable prospect or realistic prospect. So it actually is going to be the choice to take these guns into the next round. HAVU back to winning ways, yeah, Ant, and it feels like this was a defining point, right? Because if Copenhagen Flames win this gun round, it feels like they then start to set themselves into the equation. They've adapted adequately, and they probably start to make something of this half. But because HAVU win this round, they're still going to continue to dominate proceedings here, going up 7-4. Maybe dominate's a strong word, but they're certainly still going to be bossing the affair here.
With 4 rounds to go, I don't know. Even if Copenhagen Flames lose out, the little fanboy in me is just saying, it's Nuke. Anything can happen. Your CT side, oh well, whatever, right? The defensive side is where Copenhagen Flames is really going to, have to try and separate themselves from this HAVU team. Because so far, it just kind of looks like they're getting stomped into the pavement. They pick up one rifle round pretty cleanly, but after that, HAVU just completely reimburse and keep 3 alive. Sure, they give the AWP back into the hands of Nico Dawes, but nobody's really been convincing so far for the side of Copenhagen Flames. Nobody's really stood out just yet. And apparently, Disturbed, I believe he is 10-5. So, Coach is killing it right now.
Yeah, he's having a great performance so far here for HAVU. Absolutely looking good. And that's not like a coincidence that they're having a solid performance here on the CT side as well. He's doing what's required of him and more above that as well. And, yeah, good position that HAVU find themselves in here. More than enough cash for Copenhagen Flames to buy up again. And there we go. The boost peak coming through from Nico Dodge will absolutely destroy Rory. He misses the follow-up shot onto Aerial. Thankfully, Siphon's in close proximity to find the trade. Roy actually misses the timing on Slowy. Oh, man. So it's Copenhagen Flames who do have the advantage in the round, but still a lot of work to be done here Disturbed looking for the timing.
Boy,
How
this
much
is
does he
his
force the
kill.
issue is the question. Because there's a player on the crossfire right now, I believe. No, Disturbed. He just walks straight in. Unfortunately, Hooksy left the angle, but he catches Snowy off guard. There we go. The frags end up coming through for Copenhagen Flames, and they gain complete control in the round.
X7 shaking his head. He's like, damn, man. How do we get put in this situation? All of a sudden, once again, left by Yabby. Okay, just barely. Did not spot him. Now jumping around. So X7, he is hard posted on this angle. He's ready for Yabby to get this info peek. And, well, I guess unluckily for them, they won't be able to take the AUG out of his hands, or at least that's my prediction. However, they will be able to lock in that 5th. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. I mean, still, 3 rounds to try and cooperate and try and take care of. Copenhagen Flames, I feel like one more, as I said, and this shouldn't be that bad of a half.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what, they get themselves a 5th already. I guess the next round is that round where they'll be able to break HAVU's economy. So if they win this next gun round, that's where they'll really start to get themselves in that contention of having a great half. You know, we always say 7 rounds on the T side of Nuke is fantastic. Anything more than that is, you know, game-changing. Actually, I don't even know if HAVU are going to... Yeah, they are. They're going to be committing to the buy here, spending everything that they've got coming into this next round. Okay, so this is the round for Copenhagen Flames to win if they do want to end up with a really solid first half scoreline.
Yeah, and I mean, the money, it's pretty weak in HAVU. No AWP, util fairly damn low, and if they go for this ramp peak, I feel like it might just kind of solidify it in the early round. However, it looks like HAVU, as soon as they may have put their foot on the gas, they're going to hit the brakes pretty damn abruptly. And back it up. X7, he's going to take this duel in towards ramp here. How is it going to fare him? Nico does. Feel like he just hasn't come on point here on Nuke just yet, but won't be tested just yet as well.
It's
Maybe
tough.
doubling back towards outside. Bomb recovered, and it looks like they're going to set up outside smokes. Just take some map control. But I want to see what they try to do with outside, right? Because when they've gone for these late outside smokes, again, they haven't really worked towards garage, right? Sometimes people will throw those smokes, try and fake it, you know, see if they can catch a player off guard, mini or over towards heaven. But it's, okay, yeah, they finally thrown some variation into the mix, a little bit deeper. And if you don't know, I mean, those deeper smokes, they allow you to take those fights towards garage, work some more map control, you know, get more in the opponent's face if you want to go for something like this. But how is it going to pan out? He is completely blind. Wow. White screen is all. And now Ariel's got to be the hero, which he's just not allowed to be. Zypin picks up 2, now in the 2v4. It looks like HAVU is just going to be going for the save.
Oh, man. Great work coming through from Copenhagen Flames. As you say, they slow things down. They take a little bit of contact towards A ramp. They show, like, some slight presence. Then they go back towards T-spawn. They throw that full wall of smokes outside. They throw some util as well. So HAVU, they actually commit a player down towards the B bomb site. And they're actually not that focused on the A sites at that point. And then Copenhagen Flames, they just throw together that full A execute, flashes over the top and towards the bomb site. Disturbed was white screen for like 5 or 6 seconds there. He stood no chance at all. The player coming through mouth tried to have an impact as well, but he lost his life without having any, without finding any frags. And so it's actually just a beautiful, clean execute coming through from Copenhagen Flames. And it feels like that's a basic strat. Like, you can always go back to that. You don't take any fights at the start of the round, show a bit of presence towards A ramp, go back towards T-spawn, throw the wall of smokes, and then you just execute into the A bomb site. So, like, it's just so simple, very risk-free, and actually probably has quite a high success rate. So, good job, Copenhagen Flames.
Yeah, they finally show some variation in the mix. They throw those outside smokes, get HAVU feeling the pressure. Then they accept A. You could see exactly how the setup is kind of changed because of it. Disturbed, he's got to tuck in, worry about so many angles. They're completely blind. Copenhagen Flames just isolate and annihilate. They finally start to look to come to form on Nuke. That's more what I expect from a team like this, but they got to keep it going, right? Even though this is already a good half, with 2 rounds left to go, you want to try and abuse on one of them. And going up against it, you've only got 2 AUGs on the defense, a couple of USPs, but X7 still going to make it look easy as Hooksy falls through the smoke to open things up to the side of HAVU.
Yeah, good way for them to begin this round in which they don't have that much going for them. Obviously, they've saved some rifles from the previous, but it's going to be an eco for the most part. They need these rifles to do the heavy lifting right now, and X7 does have one towards A ramp. He's got the crossfire here with their reel as well. Actually, the USP to find the first kill. He steps out with the AK, but then the double kill ends up coming through. Great response from Copenhagen Flames. They needed that so badly. I don't think X7 had to continue to force the issue like that, to be completely fair with you. I think once they found those successful trades and Ariel got taken down, he should have called it a day. But because he tries to force the issue, he actually allows Copenhagen Flames to potentially get back into the round. Slowly on the jiggle will take down Nico Dodge. Massive frag. Means Yabby has it all to do in the 1v3. He's got the bomb in his back and he's got time on his side. But can he find the frags necessary is the question.
And here's the big point, right? I mean, HAVU, they kind of give him 1v1s here. Yabi coming all the way in through mini. He could catch one man with his back turn if he walks up to the bomb site. 38 seconds, plenty of time. That shouldn't be a factor. The question is, when is Slowy going to consider that Yabi could be walking in from mini? Looks like shortly. No, just creeping all the way up. This is a free kill for him, and he's going to be able to get the bomb site under his grasp too. So the real only opposition here for him is Zori on the AUG with armor. I'd consider this a 1v1, quite frankly. With them both coming up from the vents, Disturbed is just going to be playing for the information, right? If he doesn't clear the second vent, they're giving everything and more to Zori, who's also been spotted, and Yavi's going to get the 1v3 4K clutch. Copenhagen Flames and around their favorite, and it was too close for comfort, but they still stabilized for a tie game.
Wow, what a massive clutch coming through from Yabi. The 1 versus 3, he plays it to absolute perfection as well. The way that he gives no information away initially as he gets himself onto the A bomb site, he finds that first frag on the silo player. Yeah, he's taking down Slowy. Eventually, he pounces, finds the kill, immediately plants, sets himself up in a nice corner here because recognize with this position, he isn't exposed to too many fights at any given moment. He kind of isolates the jewels with his back in the corner. He's got that cover behind him. So really good decision making coming through from Yabi. Such an important round won by Copenhagen Flames. They don't end up dropping the ball in the anti-eco, and whoever wins this round will actually be winning the first half as well. So everything to play for here as we head into another gun round. Although Copenhagen Flames probably have a bit more to work with than what the CTs do, and Roy, more importantly, wins out that gunfight with Aerial to kick off the round here.
Disturbed, he's in the corner towards mini, kind of left in no man's land right now. He can't really afford to cross back, because if he does and somebody's waiting for him, then he gives up another kill to Copenhagen Flames, which are already on a hot streak, it seems. Now Nico Dawes exchanging that rifle over to his teammate. X7, another big player for the CT side, has fallen. And this disadvantage just continues to grow and grow and grow. Zorian from hell can't even find the equalizer. It's Disturbed to do it, but it's still a disturbing outlook so far. He's in the 2v4. It looks like they want to hit B. There's not much left for the HAVU defense. They both stacked up on A. With the bomb going down, it looks like Copenhagen Flames only have time left in their way to try and stop them from getting the 8th.
Yeah, doubts that HAVU are going to be able to do much about this right now, and Slowy's even missed the timing as well, ends up giving his position away. Disturbed has fallen, and so has Slowy. 8-7. Copenhagen Flames will actually end this first half ahead, and I don't think either of us would have anticipated that considering the position they were in a couple rounds ago, right? I mean, they were down, what, like 7-5 and 6-4 at one stage, but after they went up 3-0, so like it was a great run of form from HAVU with most of those gun rounds going their way, and then we actually see a turnaround from Copenhagen Flames in the latter stages of that first half. Now shifting into the CT side, they're going to have some momentum behind them, and they desperately need that as well, because remember, they're down 1-0 in the series right now, guys. They lost 16-12 on Mirage, so they have to fight back here on Nuke to try and keep themselves in contention here. Nobody wants to drop down to that 0-2 stage in the Swiss stage, Ant.
Absolutely nobody wants to be looking at that prospect. And, well, Copenhagen Flames, maybe they don't have to look at it or at least face it just yet. HAVU, they aren't able to come away on top of that half. That is a big problem for them right now on their T side of Nuke. Again, coordination, it's really not going to be there. This, of any time at any place, is really where you're going to start to see that come into factor. Roy, he's going to pick apart Slowy, completely blinded outside as well, so we enter a quick 4v5. P250 also heard crossing over towards Secret. They've been able to explode out on A. At least that's something to look forward to. The bomb goes down, and Hooksy apparently has been gushed down to 1 HP, so retake is going to have to come in what's not necessarily entirely in their favor. If X7 gets one of these kills towards outside, we may very well be looking at another HAVU favored round.
Yeah, it's all about how these... Sorry to interrupt you there, Ant. Go for it.
Haven't they picked up all the pistols in this series so far?
Yeah, I think that they have. Let's see if HAVU can get the job done here in the post plant. It's all about how these initial kills go, and there we go. It's a sea of red in the kill feed. Finally, a frag comes back for Copenhagen Flames, but too much damage has already been done here. Yes, Roy's been able to drop on the bomb, but now he's been dropped into the grave. And HAVU, well, they finally win a pistol round here on Nuke, and you're absolutely right. Copenhagen Flames have won 3 out of 3 pistol rounds before that, or preceding that pistol round, but finally HAVU able to win one back, and that's probably the most important pistol round they've had so far. As it now levels up the scoreline once again, but more importantly, it gets them off to a good start here on this T half of Nuke.
Yeah, Copenhagen Flames, though, they're not going to take no for an answer. They're forcing right back up for Deagle Scout to go. We've seen a couple of these buys won by the Flames before. Is this going to be another one chalked up to the tally marks? Because they're only going up against a couple of MAC 10s. Sure, Aurelio's on the AK, but with very low utility, I feel like a lot of this round's going to have to come down to hitting shots. They've been able to make quick work of outside, going straight behind the smokes and all the way down to secret. Nobody's entered in towards the garage yet. In fact, what are Copenhagen Flames going to do to try and go for this reimbursement? They know they could be down secret. In fact, another smoke still goes over towards outside, but nobody's rotated to the lower bomb site just yet. They seem confident that nobody's put pressure on that side of the map. And well, with Zori getting into the vents, I feel like that's really bad for the Copenhagen Flames. And honestly, this is one of those rounds where I wouldn't be surprised if they just go for an entire save if the bomb goes down on B.
That's a good point. I mean, we see that situation coming through every now and again, right? Where teams force up, they stack, and if it doesn't end up coming through where they're stacked up, then they'll save their guns. It's a lobby crunch coming through right now for Copenhagen Flames, though, so they get a lot of information. You can see Disturbed is privy to this and actually wants to take the fight. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm not sure if this is actually necessary right now. At least HAVU, in the meantime, they have gotten themselves down into the lower bomb sites. I'm surprised they're taking so long to actually activate X7. He's going to take some attention towards A, but of course, it's going to be a moment's notice here, and finally Copenhagen Flames will realize where the bomb plant's actually going to be coming through. A man advantage here with their force buy. Let's see if they can make this retake happen.
Yeah, 4v5, it looks like they're going to go for it. Why not? I mean, you've got a man up. Can he find the tag? No, Nico does. He's been gifted a couple of chances to find him. And in comes the Mac 10 of Zori. He's been spotted, but there's no trade. And he's just dancing around the left and the right around. But still, 1-for-1s are going to favor the way of Copenhagen Flames. It's up to an AK and a Mac 10 of X7. But with no kid, I don't even know if there's time. They'd have to get on the bomb like NOW now. And they're still swinging in. Wait, it's not planted for the ramp player. He can get on it. Oh, it's a full 10 second. And yeah, he finds the 1D is their time.
Wow, that's unfortunate. That is so damn unfortunate. I can't believe that the bomb just explodes in his face like that. Copenhagen Flames do everything they possibly can on the retake. Ridiculous kills end up coming through for them. They end up actually finding all the frags in the end, but there just isn't enough time to complete that defuse because of the lack of a kit. So HAVU will still get the round in their favor. And now Copenhagen Flames have a choice to make. Are they going to force buy here because they did so much economic damage? Of course, generally speaking, they would save, but we've seen this team force buy a lot today, and in this case, they will be ecoing again. But I reckon, yeah, probably cross their minds to go for the force buy there.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, getting all 5 of those kills, no doubt that they definitely considered it, but they're only going to be going with a couple of upgraded pistols. Slowy's been able to jump down the vents as well, so it looks like they're going to send some quick rotations towards B. Yabby, though, that only rifle in the round's already been taken out of the equation. So in the 4v5, I don't know if we've got much more to be seen from this defense. Slowy not spotted out forward towards control room. You can only tell that because nobody turns their attention towards double door. So 5v4, HAVU still slowing it down, seeing Copenhagen Flames make that really aggressive play, which, I mean, you usually have to on your CT side, right? You lose that opening duel, you need some map control and reimbursement, and Hooksy, he's going to be the one getting a little adventurous, spots out the gun barrel, but is it looking the right way? So Disturbed, the coach adds another one to his tally, as it looks like HAVU are about to chalk up a 10th round.
They need to make this one clean. It's clean so far, but they have to, I mean, even keeping all 5 players alive is kind of important right now. And Siphon, well, he's already taken one down. Unfortunately, Roy can't do anything off the commotion. Bit of extra damage inflicted here, so maybe Nico dodge on the cross. There we go. Yeah, he does connect on a shot. I mean, 2 frags. That's mission successful here for Copenhagen Flames. And Nico dodge, well, he's not done just yet either with this Desert Eagle. We've seen him do some nasty things in the past and in the series as well. But as I said, the fact that Copenhagen Flames have been able to find 2 kills alone is mission successful here in their eco round.
I'm really surprised to see Nico does not going back for one of these kills. I mean,
I don't know if he's done yet, Ant. I think he's still looking for another frag, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah, because like, I mean, wait, what is he doing?
No, he's like hoping to like catch somebody off guard now, because they like knew he was towards ramp side type of thing. So he's hoping like maybe they're gonna save in secret, maybe they come up the vent type of thing. And he's just trying to catch like one more player off guard yet to inflict that extra damage. But still, when you look at there's an AK. You see, there we go.
About that.
There we go. That's a different one altogether. What I will say though is HAVU's not gonna have a phenomenal buy in the next. Like at least they're able to save 3 AKs of their own, so it'll be alright.
Yeah, rule of 3, they'll be able to buy. And now, I mean, I see he saves the AK, but now it kind of ponders my mind. What if he goes aggressive for one of those exits, finds one more of those kills? Now you're looking at players maybe on Mac 10s, Galils, maybe even stuck to a pistol on a couple of them. Like, I mean, that could have been a little sketchy there for HAVU. But looks like the stabilization is going to be able to help them out. Up by 2, though. In comes the first. What is this? Is this a full rifle round for the Copenhagen Flames? I believe this is their first full rifle. How are they going to fare out? They got to try and stop HAVU from getting anything more. Is anything more is just going to kickstart their campaign to keep going on their T side.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more. Like, this is the second map of the series, and HAVU, they're just 6 rounds away right now from closing the series out 2-0. So this is a really big gun round for Copenhagen Flames to come to life on their CT side. They've got the AWP for Nico Dodge, they've got rifles across the board, so everything that they need right now. Let's see if they can complete it with the round win. HAVU not taking any early fights here. Happy to just try and play the length of the round, grouped up in lobby. They've got aerial outside as well. They're holding on to the majority of their utility. And as the time starts to tick, they'll make their way in towards T-spawn. The question is, so we'll see the wall of smokes coming through outside. The question is whether they'll be committing to that wall of smokes or not. So many options available right now for the T side.
Okay. I like seeing this more alongside that in the meta of Nuke, right? You see those really deep smokes to allow yourselves to get way closer up, maybe even take some duels towards mini. I like that. But, well, the question is, what are they going to do with them? It looks like they want to try and go for this A crunch. We see 3 in lobby with Ariel getting close to mini. Behind that smoke, looks like he might walk in. That could catch Yabby by surprise. No. Roy lingering around here. He spots one, and in comes the Molotov to at least stall out that push. 35 seconds to go, and, well, the players in from lobby, they can't slow down. The time, it's so low, they have to just go, and it's not going to help them. The man who is towards outside alongside Ariel, he was almost first in the entry. He's now left all by his lonesome 1v5. He'll be able to bring one kill back, but Nico Dawes also swinging. I think that's all he's going to be gifted. 16 seconds to go, and it looks like Copenhagen Flames will be able to clap back with a 9.
Yeah, great way for them to win the round as well, right? Like, just a dominant defense on that A bomb site, shutting down HAVU's shenanigans as they try and, you know, like, feign towards outside. They try and bait the rotations out, but Copenhagen Flames, they just stand resolute on the bomb site. They find the kills necessary, and they draw within one round. And it's actually going to be a very disjointed buy here for HAVU. They're probably going to go for the force because they're so low in cash on a few individuals, but this is a beautiful chance for Copenhagen Flames to level up the scoreline. And considering that they're on the CT side and they've got a bit of extra cash on their individuals as well here, and you know, this is a round. If Copenhagen Flames win it, they'll be back ahead in terms of, you know, not the scoreline itself, but just who's probably going to be closing out the map from the next round's position.
16-12, Hayes. Copenhagen Flames, 16-12.
Is that your call?
Yep.
That's okay. You've heard it here first, guys. Copenhagen Flames winning the map 16-12. You see, this is actually all pre-recorded, so Ant's just spoiled for you guys. Good one, Ant. You know, we always ban those guys in chat, but can't ban you, I guess, because you're a caster, so you just carry on.
In the chat.
Abusing your powers.
4v5, Zyphon about to be tested over towards ramp. One man getting ready to make his assault. That's disturbed the coach. Maybe with the team soon to be joined behind him. X7 looks like he's creeping around as well with the bomb on his back. That kind of solidifies that we might be seeing a ramp take. Alongside that, Zori made his way all the way down through Secret. In comes a Molotov to stall it out, but after that, I feel like it's going to be no holds barred. And he drops off of the angle, taking a little more of a passive fight. Disturbed, completely blind as Zyphon takes more of an aggressive stance now. X7's jumped across, and I believe he's been spotted. Now moving in, flashbang. Yeah, no, Zyphon's just got to vacate, go down towards that B-bomb site and pretend, or rather pretend, but hope that you can defend from the lower side of things. You've got a teammate in the likes of, I believe, Yabby, who's made his way down the vents, and in they come through the ramp room. Once again, though, they've taken so much time. It's 40 seconds to go, and Zyphon's only able to get one, but still, 1-for-1 is going to favor the Copenhagen Flames in a situation like this, and in comes Yabby for a 2K on the AK, still looking for more. Slowly going out, gives him another one, lambs to the slaughter. It's X7. Can he find anything? Maybe Nico Dawes giving him a little bit of an aggressive kill, but no, in comes Huxi from ramp to shut him down. 3 alive for the Copenhagen Flames, ties the scoreline.
Yeah, really big round for them to win. Even though they lost the opening pick, they're still able to get the job done. Massive round coming through from Yabby there in, you know, towards control room. The fact that he finds 3 frags is absolutely massive. So great sequence coming through from the young gun. And Copenhagen Flames have tied the scoreline up, and it's going to have to be an eco for HAVU coming into this next round, which should see Copenhagen Flames going ahead here. And I don't know if they've actually been in the lead here throughout this entire map so far. And correct me if I'm wrong.
I think they had a couple. No, wait. Hey, so they came into the
looking back, yeah,
7.
okay. They, right. There we go. You know, yeah, no excuses. That was just blonde moments. But yeah, Copenhagen Flames with a good opportunity to get ahead here once again. It's been very back and forth, and it's been very closely contested throughout this map, though.
Did you say blonde moment?
Yes.
Damn.
Why have you never heard that before?
No, I've heard it.
Oh.
But, you know, maybe we'll wait for the cam segment.
Oh. Fair enough. technical pause here. Hopefully not too long before we get back in action. The one thing that I can talk about is the Pinnacle betting odds here. And if you think you know your stuff, well, then you should head over and get yourself in on those odds. Pinnacle.com/odds, and you can see the latest odds for HAVU versus Copenhagen Flames. If you think you know who's going to be winning the series, well then go and put some money on it if you can afford to, of course. Should be a scintillating series, and you predicted that this is going to go to a third map. You think Copenhagen Flames win the 16-12, and then we have Overpass as the decider. Not a question in mind. Okay, so how does Overpass end up going then, Ant?
16-8.
Wow, to Copenhagen Flames, no doubt. Okay, so and you definitely foresee Copenhagen Flames still winning the series from here. Maybe you should head over to pinnacle.com/odds.
I think it's banned in my country.
Well, that doesn't help you, unfortunate. VPN, way to go. And right now, well, this is a closely contested game, man. So damn close between these two teams. I can't fathom it, really. You know, HAVU coming into the series with their coach. They've been able to contest. I mean, they won the first map 16-12, and they've stood tall here on Nuke as well. They put up a performance that they can be proud of so far, Ant.
Poggers, man. It's not banned.
That's good to know.
Nope, it is.
Okay, well, you figure out what's going on your side. We're going to be jumping back into the action here. It's going to be an eco round for HAVU. Got a bit of round loss bonus behind them, so a couple upgraded pistols and some light util. Just a couple flashes, but should be around for Copenhagen Flames. Let's see what ends up happening.
Good opener from HOOXy X7. I mean, you feel like he's been a little bit of a thorn in their side so far in the series. Good to have taken him out in this eco round.
Okay.
Oh, Roy wasn't expecting to get the second one, but he'll take it to the bank. And so will Yabby, because it's a quick shutdown on the pistol. Copenhagen Flames take the lead back where they left it. And now 5 rounds to close for them, but it's not that much different from HAVU. Yabby, he is losing his mind there in T-spawn, or CT spawn.
Why is it so satisfying when a stray bullet connects? Like when you get that headshot with this, because you just, like, as you say, he never would have expected to get that extra kill. I think it was like the second frag in the sequence. We'll see it here. Nice spray, spots out the next. It's spraying. Zori jumping around the corner. He kills Ariel in the process. Mops them all up. And Copenhagen Flames, well, now they find themselves in a position from which they lead 11-10. They've got cash on everybody as well, and like this could be where they make the run to close the map out. If they can win this gun round, it certainly would be a realistic prospect.
Nico Dawes playing behind these smokes, just hoping somebody comes in towards garage, but no, this time around with these little deeper outside smokes, they're just going to work in towards secret. They had one man go there last time, but this time 3 is going to be the magic number for them. As Roy and Nico Dawes have a nice little crossfire set up towards garage. Sadly, I guess it won't be tested, but after they take control of secret and, well, go outside, they're going to slow down. These guys have gone outside more than I have in the past couple of, I haven't gone outside in months. These guys are going outside every couple of minutes.
I like that one, Ant. Nice joke.
I feel like if I
not much of a joke,
actually had a good delivery, it would have been way better.
No, it was on point. Don't worry. Give it like a solid 7.5 out of 10. Right now, HAVU, well, they've been able to make their way quite far forward, relatively undetected. Towards single door they go. They've got a player in control room as well. Yes, Siphon is here, and he's got support from Nico Dodge towards A ramp, or rather towards ramp, but I don't think that Copenhagen Flames are ready right now. Spray through the wall into the catwalk to try and force him out of position, and Siphon will be good for one, but Nico Dodge gets destroyed on the angle. That's the B bomb site now taken full control of by HAVU. Bomb plant going to be secured as well. Copenhagen Flames, they have to make a retake here. They've got a couple kits, they've got util as well. Let's see if they can get this retake going.
I don't even know if they're going to attempt this one too far, right? I mean, HOOXy, he's just going to get smoked off, take a couple of pop shots, and his team isn't even that close to him. One man just now coming down secret, one over towards hell. This is definitely just a safe on the side of Copenhagen Flames. Or is it? Okay, it can come a couple of flashbangs, 3 flashbangs to be exact, but no, yeah. You guys should just be going for the save here. I mean, the money isn't all that backed up for the side of Copenhagen Flames, so HAVU looks like they're successful in tying the game up once again, but they really want to make sure this gun is taken out of Yabby's hands. Again, money, not all that great. Nade going to be dumped onto Ariel's forehead, but only down to 17 HP. If he tries to run away through hell, he'll be able to duck behind the wall. Duck and cover, but tied up we are here on the 23rd round of Nuke.
Big round for HAVU to win. Leveling up the scoreline here, showing that they still have what it takes to be competitive on the T side. They didn't do anything particularly special there either. Just walk down into secret, were able to circumvent the B bomb site and overwhelm the defense. So, still a question's going to be asked here by HAVU. Still a chance for them to win the series 2-0 as well, by the way. I mean, we've coming into Nuke, the Pinnacle betting odds were like 2.76 or something for HAVU to win the map, but they are looking a lot better than what those odds suggested.
Oof.
And Copenhagen Flames, well, they've got to cash on a few individuals, but I don't know if they have enough to buy in the next round completely if they lose here. So this round's certainly going to have an impact in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, Copenhagen, they really got to pick this one up if they want to start to close this map out. HooXi, this is not the play. He doesn't even have the angle through the smoke. Disturb, though, hasn't spotted him out. Tucked into the corner. It's now he who has the disadvantage, and HooXi making the very risky play. Gets a little bit of reward out of it, but still, I don't even know if that's that much of a reward. I mean, you have to vacate from Squeaky. Sure, you kind of get in the back of their heads of, okay, he could be in lobby, but it's not that difficult of a clear for them, and now they've already made up for it. They've taken back the control that they once lost. Now what do Copenhagen Flames do in the response? They have one man up, and with a minute to go, they've slowed down this HAVU aggression, but it looks like it might just be an A crunch because all four of them linger in towards lobby. Smoke comes in to stall it once again, and in come the mollies and flashbangs. How will they hold up? Yavi might just be tested. In comes one of those flashes. Nobody out hut though, so he should have time to get his recovery.
Very nice.
Oh, wow, and HooXi getting 2 more kills so far. Every kill for this Copenhagen defense, and Yavi's going to add on to it. It's 1v5 for the experienced X7, and Copenhagen have gotten the lead right back.
That gets super chaotic for HAVU. It kind of feels like they didn't really know what their best option was, and they end up changing the approach to drop down vents, but they end up just dropping to HooXi. X7, though, dropping a few players into the grave right now. A nice double kill from him. Gonna be faking the plant here to draw a rotation. Yeah, he's taking Roy down as well. There's still 15 seconds left. He's gonna be faking the plants again. Cypher's pushed forward. Oh my god. X7 just can't connect on the shots. I think he might have heard the footsteps there from HooXi, so he was compelled to take that fight, and that's exactly when Cypher ends up peeking. Good effort from X7 to find those 3 frags. And it actually looks like HAVU are going to be forcing back here in response. They don't want to be letting off on this pressure just yet, Ant.
Dude, how come players really just like messing around with my heart, man? I'm like, dude, I need to stop counting people out in 1v5s. Ugh. Into another buy round we go, though. Money, not all that great from the HAVU squad, but it looks like they're going to force into it anywho. 1 scout, 2 Galils, an AK, a deal. This is definitely from the bargain bin. Nico Dawes, though, he went to Louis Vuitton for his AWP, but no, so far, missing the opening duel. X7 getting up close and personal, but they got the AUG of Roy posted up very, very closely, getting attacked into one of the players, though, able to cross down Secret. Goodbye to that deal. Maybe not just yet, because it's so many shots, apparently being missed by Nico Dawes again. Hasn't really been arriving on the server just yet, but at least he's able to stabilize with 1 more. However, the trade comes in from Zori Scout, and we swing back in with 3v4.
So many fights being taken outside. I think HAVU actually a little bit unlucky to not find more frags. I guess just missing their shots means that they're the masters of their own demise in that exchange. Zori will end up losing his life as well. So it's a pretty clean round coming through from Copenhagen Flames here. At least Disturb's able to get a frag back, and the bomb plant's going to be coming through here. So this is going to be a 2 versus 3 retake. This is actually doable for the T side, you know. Ariel's going to be getting back to a nice post-arm position here as well, on top of the silo essentially. And well, how do Copenhagen Flames make this retake happen? It looks like we're going to have all 3 players at least coming through from Secret. What's the split? Got 2 towards control room right now, and that's the angle Ariel's holding. Molly there to keep them at bay. Ariel just wants to try and take contact here with 1 and then make his way back. These players are starting to run out of time here. Ariel does find the first frag. Been traded out. Now it's on the coach Disturb to try and stand tall when he needs to. The most great shots there to take down HooXi. Now Nico Dodge will be sweating. He's got an off in hand. I don't even know if there's enough time here. He's saving. He's calling it a day. Disturbed has done it. HAVU have been able to convert that very challenging round into a round win, and the scores are level once again. That's massive, Ant.
Watch, you're going to see a timeout. They're going to force up, and they're going to win out from here. I told you. We went on the DVR. You know, we spoiled the game.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you're just omnipotent, and they're going to win it with the... Oh, no, they're forcing up. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. All right. So, yeah, guys, Copenhagen Flames is the clean 4 rounds from here and they end the game. No, that might not happen, and there's a very good chance that HAVU could fight back here. I mean, I've been convinced by them so far on this T side. I'm not sure what you think, but they're showing signs of life right now, even when, you know, it's tough situations they find themselves in. Tough situations don't last, tough people do, and right now HAVU, they've got all the resilience, taking fights in towards a ramp. They will trade 2 for 1. Nico Dodge missing another shot there, and you mentioned he's missed a couple. He's going to get chased down here by Zori, who actually ends up rampaging his way forward, finding the orb. Copenhagen Flames, they're going to be sweating now in the 3v3.
that this is their round to drop, man. That was, again, 5v3 again. I mean, sure, the trade comes in from Ramp, but Nikodos, he has to hit those shots, man. He has just been so out of it, it seems, in this map. Yabi, could he be the savior for the Copenhagen Flames? One on the MP9, running low on bullets, but the double link comes in. And as I said, they're going to bring this one back. 1v3 for Slowy, though. Don't know if I can count him out just yet. The clutch situation, he's crept out through secret, and he knows it's been a fake. It's not planted for him, so he's going to have to take one of these fights here aggressively shortly. Uh-oh. Does he have his team to support him? Coming out through HAVU. Killed not found by Hooksy. Brain through. It's 1v1. Siphon. He's got to find the kill. No kid. Do you have it? No. Slowy flicks for the kill. And my prediction is entirely wrong.
Wow, what a sick clutch that is coming through from Slowy. Another 1 versus 3 being won here in the series. This time it's Slowy to get the job done. It seemed like Yabi had done enough. That prolonged spray eventually takes down Disturbed. He gets Zori as well, but he doesn't stick to the defuse because he doesn't have the kit, so he tries to bait Slowy out into the open. Slowy edges his way forward onto the bomb site without getting any information away. He takes the fight with the Heaven player, gets Hooksy, immediately transfers onto the diffuser who had no health. So he takes him down with ease, switches for the AWP, and Siphon's still in a good position there to get the kill, but Slowy's quick enough on the trigger, accurate as well. HAVU have got themselves ahead by a round. It's an eco here for Copenhagen Flames as well, and it's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster because now they're on the cusp of losing the series 2-0. What a fight this has been from HAVU.
Yeah, and after this round, it is going to have to be a clean 4 gun rounds from the side of Copenhagen Flames, right? They are not going to have any easy way back into this game. Maybe they weaken up the future buys and the Eagles that they've got right now when Nico Jaws opens it up nice. I mean, it really surprises me because Copenhagen Flames, in most of these defensive rounds, eco or not, they have been able to find an opening kill and get away with it as well. So, I mean, Copenhagen Flames, they just haven't seemingly been able to close these ones out.
Oh, man. I mean, it's a good point. We'll see if that's going to be the case here once again. It's still going to be tough for them, even though they found that opening pick going up against the might of the weaponry that HAVU have at their disposal. Yeah, there we go. The openings just come through the might of the MAC-10s, charging forward, taking the fights. Yabi's been great so far here on the map, but work to be done. Disturbed, taking names right now with his MAC-10.
Oh, that is third? It is, man. That's insane. The coach is just fragging out of his mind right now in HAVU. They found themselves 14, one more and it's match point. And if they pick that up right now, then Copenhagen Flames, they might be tapping out of the series because on their map pick, seems like they're falling flat once again. Wasn't this the scoreline on Mirage, Hayes? It was 16-12.
Yeah, and they lost. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we might see a mirror scoreline here if Copenhagen Flames lose this round. Could be the be-all and end-all. No cash left in the bank, and being on the CT side, maximum round loss bonus isn't actually enough to be successful. Okay. Here we go. HAVU with a beautiful opportunity right now, a massive prospect. And we're actually going to be seeing them getting a player into secret early on here. X7 dropping down all the way, and he hasn't slowed down either. Not sure if he spotted Yabi on the angle there. Just going to smoke the cross and continue to edge his way. Oh my word, he's going to actually get through the vents right now. He could catch Yabi completely off guard. Yabi checking the angle. Will lose his life to X7. That's a massive frag for him to find. Now he tries to unlock the B-bomb site, but Siphon was right there. So that means that the information is going to be available for HAVU, that there's an extra player stacked up on that B-bomb site. Roy gets a kill, but he's been traded out. Means Hooksy's got a big job to do on the safe side right now, here by himself. Support will be coming through from Nikodos, but it's still a while away. And it's all about the timing here as well. Slowly making his way through from outside Nikodos. Oh man, thankfully able to rectify his aim. And in the end, will get the kill. He finds Ariel as well. And Copenhagen Flames, they're still alive here on Nuke. They find 3 frags through the way of Nikodos, and they get themselves a round win.
Oh, that was still too close for comfort, man. I mean, I don't know. Copenhagen Flames, they just seem disconnected. The fact that somebody's able to get down the vents and take care of Yabi completely off guard just kind of shows it. Copenhagen Flames, I don't know what's going wrong here. Again, this is their map pick. We expected so much more.
We did expect a lot more, but HAVU, we got to give props to them as well. As much as you know, Copenhagen Flames maybe not looking as good as we anticipated, HAVU have certainly exceeded expectations here on Nuke. Job's not done yet though. If Copenhagen Flames win this round, it's 14-14 and there's no cash in the bank for the T side, taking fights outside right now. Oh my god, Disturbed. He gets the first on Roy and then just straight through the smoke, he destroys Nikodos as well. Hooksy gonna try and pick up the pieces towards outside, but he's been smoked off the angle. Rattles off some shots, actually gives the information away as well. HAVU have got the man advantage here in the round. What did they do with that advantage is the question.
Not looking too hot, man. Copenhagen Flames, how do you get yourselves back into this one? They've given up complete control of outside. Gabby, he's about to be caught on timing as well, potentially.
Wow.
Disturb finds the kill onto Hooksy. This might be the beginning of the end here. Hey, Zyphon with his back turn. Hits 1v4. Gabby, my friend, you've got to go huge, and Zori's got him in the back. 15-13.
Oh my god.
And HAVU, they are on the brink of doing it. The upset of a lifetime.
Yeah, it certainly would be, and that's putting it lightly. I mean, okay. I mean, upset of a lifetime. I mean, it would be an upset to say the least. I mean, the odds were. It's not like the game was over for HAVU before they began, according to the odds, but Copenhagen Flames were certainly the significant favorites. And right now, they're not displaying that. They are on the cusp of losing the series 2-0, including a 16-13 loss on their map pick. They've forced up here, of course, given it everything they've got in the round. But if they can't get across the line with these weaponry, they will be dropping to the 0-2 bracket here in the Swiss stage. Roy gets a kill, trade comes through, and it's a 4 versus 4.
That, I feel like, really favors this T side, because that's one of the weapons for the Copenhagen Flames, now taken out of the equation. They've got to make up for it with nothing more than a couple of deagles, because X7 found the FAMAS to Hooksy. This one might just be done and dusted unless Nikodaz, Yavi, and Zyphon can come alive, right? I said nobody's really solidified themselves as the top fragger for this defense of Copenhagen Flames. Nobody's really shined out, as I said. Somebody normally does. I feel like that's the biggest issue, right? People are kind of missing shots around the board, and slowly he's getting ready to put the final nail in the coffin, taking care of Zyphon. It's going to be there for Yavi, though I don't think it really matters, because even if the trade comes in, the position of Yavi being known almost hurts them as much as it helps them in the kill category. That seems, can he find the 1v? So that's his only way back into it. And that
man. No. Yeah, not even able to get a single frag. Now it's on Nikodaz. He has to clutch 1v4. His position's been compromised, and Disturbed will finish it off by taking him down. Fitting that Disturbed finishes it off as well. He was an absolute beast on Nuke, man. He finishes the map with the top frags, the most amount of kills on the entire map. And I think he finished with somewhere with like 25 kills or something like that. Magnificent performance coming through from Disturbed. And HAVU have done it. They've won the series 2-0. Massive congratulations to them. Copenhagen Flames going to be asking some serious questions of themselves. And I mean, yeah, they dropped the ball on Mirage, and that's acceptable. They've been struggling on the map, and HAVU look good in general, but coming into Nuke, all of us expected Copenhagen Flames to clap back, but they weren't able to. They lose the series 2-0, and they drop down to the 0-2 bracket as a result.
Yeah, that is just not the outcome we expected to see, let alone me as a Copenhagen fan or anybody in the chat. I mean, again, coming into this series, they're favored. Not by that much, as you pointed out. Again, Mirage looked a little yikes, but I mean, the map pick of Nuke, we said it was one of their best looking maps so far. The question is, what happened, right? Nobody really came alive today for the Copenhagen squad. And I mean, I guess that's just something that you'll see, because I feel like when you look at the side of Copenhagen Flames, while they all can be stars, everybody has the potential to do that, they all can also have very, very low lows. It's kind of what we saw today. Sure, we saw a couple of rounds where players would come alive, had those big impact plays, maybe clutch situations, but past that, I mean, there was nobody really carrying their own weight as much as they should have been, I feel.
Yeah. Oh man, going to be a tough pull for Copenhagen Flames to swallow. Let's have a look at the updated bracket once it's ready for us, and we can see the way that things stand right now after that result of HAVU beating Copenhagen Flames 2-0. You can see all the way at the bottom of the table in the 16th place, Copenhagen Flames are the first team to drop into the 0-2 bracket. HAVU, they get themselves into the 1-1 bracket. Great position to find themselves in. And wow, what a game. What a magnificent performance from the Finnish team. And they're going to be looking to be competitive here in the Swiss stage, which is going to be tough. You just look at the names here and like really good teams here in the Swiss stage of the Pinnacle Cup, right? Like it's just every single game is a good game because of how close it is.
Yeah, I feel that's definitely the case, right? I mean, even though some of these teams are 0-2, as we said, you know, it looks like maybe the scoreline might not be telling the entire tale. Most of these key teams, most of these games, they are just neck and neck, thick and through. Three mappers, huge games, and very entertaining.
Speaking of great Counter-Strike, we're done for now, but there's still 2 great best of 3s to be played here in the Pinnacle Cup today. The next match coming up is going to be Double Pony versus AGO. That starts in about 45 minutes at 4 p.m. CEST. And then at 1900 CEST, 7 o'clock, we actually have Young Ninjas versus Team 1. So still great CS going to be on display here in the Pinnacle Cup. Like I said, we're done for now though, guys. So thank you so much for joining us. My name is Hayes. I've been joined by Anthran. I hope you guys have enjoyed the cast. I hope you enjoyed the Counter-Strike as well. If you did, did you enjoy the cast, be sure to go check us out on Twitter. It would be much appreciated if you go hit us up with the follow. Go give our partners some love as well. Always great that we have them behind us here supporting us. Of course, Pinnacle and Trustly, always good that they give us the love that they do. So all the respect and love to them in return. All the love to you guys as well. We'll be off for now. Like I said, we'll be back here with the Pinnacle Cup 2 in about 45 minutes. So don't go too far. We'll catch you guys then.